Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, people, welcome to the show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Yeah, man, we're here to, give a bit of information on what is taking place. So, people, share up the stream, share it up, share it up. Yeah, because we have information fresh. Big up yourself. When we phone, we go off in a fresh. That's how it thing going on. Some people make some comment, like say, but we're not getting to that. Big up to everyone that supports the coaches desk. I really appreciate it. Silent supporters, silent deskers. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Big up to Fresh and the team in the comment section. Big up on yourself. Yeah. So on the can go run with that information and now. Yeah. Because we have immediate breaking news, press release. Yes. Yeah, man. We have the info them, But we're not too hype about the info. A matter of fact, Fresh, a 15.5 with it right now. The thing is growing exponentially. Well, I have to big up all the viewers and subscribers. Thank you very much. 2 years of trying this. Always camera shy. Don't want to go in front of the camera. Don't like the talking thing. You know what I mean? Don't like a public platform. But I decided to do this because I'm a sports enthusiast, right? And I came out and I did this. And you people, you are the ones who made this possible. Yeah. So big up on yourself. 15.5K subscribers for 2 years for a sports channel. Big up on yourself, man. Jamaican sports channel. Big up on yourself. Yeah, man. And we have to give respect to the persons out there in what you'd call it. In the diaspora. Yeah, man, the diaspora are the persons also who, contribute to this bit of information. This channel growing. Yeah. So big up to everybody who made this thing possible. And I feel, yeah, man, 2 years already, man. When the pandemic started, I was going to school 2019. I had to stop school and go online. Yeah. And I just use the opportunity to, Because I have a next channel, people, long. Let me tell you the story. It now gonna show yet fresh, but on my end it's 15.5. But what I'm saying, I had another channel that I was running for 2 years before and it now grow. Cause me never take this channel thing serious, right? And I was there just posting some little foolishness on the channel. And me reach like 400 odd subscribers. You know what I mean? And I did 3 videos and posted on that same channel. And somebody looked at me and said, "No, you can't do that. The expertise we have, this thing, you need to create a different platform for this." Yeah. And that's how I created the coach's desk on that Sunday afternoon. And then in the same week, I link up, Christopher Taylor. And he was the first interview, and then the thing just go on. Yeah. So I saw the thing start, people. So me have channel before. It's just that they never know about me. At the sports channel, me couldn't know about me. Yeah. So me just put this out there for the naysayers. Yeah, man. So yeah, let me get right into the information before I check out the comments. So for immediate press release, um, Jamaica Football Federation and the Catalunya Football Federation, they are happy to announce that the international friendly, remember that international friendly? Yes, that was scheduled from like 2 years ago. Who remember that? It will now take place in Montilivi Stadium in Girona, Spain on May 25. The game sets underway at 6:45 p.m. Hey, I have to take a call here. All right, so yeah. So that game that was supposed to be played from 2 years ago, it will be held on May 25, people. May 25, 6:45 p.m. There's gonna be an international friendly between Jamaica and the Catalonia. Yeah. So international friendly in the air, people. International friendly in the air. So it's a good thing for the Reggae Boyz. And you know what that tell me, people? You know what that tell me? Paul Hall has been confirmed also as the national head coach. It has been confirmed via or verbally, but paperwork will start to unfold. Yeah. Yeah, man. Paperwork will possible in the making, and they're probably still negotiating a lot more things. But verbally it has been confirmed. No doubt about that. Paul Hall has been confirmed. No, what me say? Only to stop the doubt in the man. Paul Hall gonna be the coach. Paul Hall gonna be the coach. No doubt about that. Why I know that? Why I know that? Right? Why I know that? All right, let me tell you why. Coach Paul Hall and his staff will use this game as a warm-up and go further. Look at the players who will lead the team into the very important Nations League tournament, which starts in early June. So this is a lead up, a build up to the Nations League, which players are going to be used and all of that. Teddy Lee, big up yourself, Teddy Lee. Teddy Lee. So it is actually to see the players who they are going to be using going in forward in this tournament, the Nations League. Right? So of course, we know that Jamaica in Group A, we know that the draw has been done. We'll play away to Suriname on June 4, host Suriname on June 7, host Mexico June 14, before rounding out group play on June 26 away to Mexico. So a whole lot of football are going to be in that period, A whole lot of football, because after June, then you're going to be having July, the girls will be playing in the final round. A whole lot of football will be playing, people. So this friendly is to actually look at some players. Somebody would say, now, why we still look at players? You think we should still be looking at players at this time? My word, long way I look for players. A long way I look for players. Wee. So what are your thoughts, people? This friendly coming up. Still looking at players. I think should we still be looking at players? Should we still be looking at players? Yeah? Should we still be looking at players? Boy, I'm not sure. I'm not certain if we still should be looking at players. But that game is to look at players. So we have to give respect to it if that's the case. Certainly, certainly, we look forward to see that game. This game has been long coming, and it's good to know that they can tie up the ends after the whole things have been, a little bit down where COVID-19 is concerned. Most countries have, um, look about their COVID protocols have diminished, so to speak. So it's a good time. It's a good time to get these games in. All right, so that is the release, people. Reggae Boyz will be playing Catalunya May 25, 6:45 p.m. A part of coaches Paul Hall and his team insight on who are the players that would be selected for the Nations League squad. I want to say, let me check out the comment section. Big up to Tennessee Lewis. Big up yourself. Fresh God in the building. Big up yourself. People, like up the stream, not like the stream. This is breaking news, people. No joke, Who else wants to bring out that information here? A breaking news, I don't like the stream, no man. On our move, so. Anyways, I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna still be coach's desk. All right. So, Dr. Joyful Coach, what you coming with now? me read the information. Big up Dr. Joyful. Fresh. There's a loud buzzing sound. There's a loud buzzing sound. I don't know what going on. John, you still hear it, Fresh? Fresh, you still hear it? I'll go on with the buzzing sound. Are you hearing me, people? Let me know if you're hearing it. Let me check. Because I don't want to move from here, so. Talk to me, Fresh, if you're hearing. Okay. All right, so let me run through some of the comments. All right. Giovanni checking in. Hit the like button as yeah man, hit the like button. Respect Giovanni. Dr. Joyfully said 20k sub 20k by September. Dr. Joyful, just share the stream, share the channel, and certainly we'll get to that feed. Yeah man, 2 years already, man. So time I move quick. Jason, big up yourself. Belated birthday greetings again, brother. Erudite in the building. Wonder if the channel where now grow named Teddy Lee. Wonder if the channel where now grow named Teddy Lee Gray. Hey, Giovanni, behave yourself, man. Giovanni had trouble, Jamaica never owe Catalonia some money. Well, I guess that's why the game have to play. Possibly a strong team that Catalonia can be anything they want with the players they have available. Yeah, finally. Yeah, Teddy, finally. Big up CD and chat. Big up Pagan. Pagan in the building. Catalonia equals Spain. Yes, Pagan, the erudite in the building. Yeah, man, he stop. Hey, hey, listen. 3 people applied for the job. 3 people. 3 people. And they went up against Paul Hall Fresh. And from what me hear is that one of this person will be one of these persons will be Paul Hall's assistant. I can't throw out the name yet. Based on what I was told, I can't throw out the name yet. But just to let you know, 3 people, former players, applied for the head coach job. And we told you that Paul Hall is ahead. Well, Paul Hall got the job, verbal agreement, and we understand that one of these players will be his assistant. Will it matriculate or will it happen? Let's see. Um Teddy Lee saying, will that match main priority to recruit UK players? I don't know if it is recruiting UK players. It is getting a squad ready for the tournament, the Nations League. So I'm not sure about recruiting UK players. You know what I mean? I remember it's a parish of UK to the league here. We have a whole of parish around the world, you know. So but I go so hard, man. That me I wonder to, his staff. Yeah, man, a new staff probably rolling, man. A new staff probably gonna roll in Fresh and Jason, according to what I've been hearing. People should just give Paul Hall as much support at this moment. If he succeeds, Jamaica succeeds. The unnecessary negativity around the team and his appointment won't help. That is true, Giovanni. Absolutely true. Here how me look on it. We have to support anybody that is in it. But if the team not perform, we'll be talking about it. You understand? If the team not performing up to standard, then definitely you'll be hearing us talking about that and what needs to be done based on what we see to improve it. Yeah. But anybody, a matter of fact, even if Paula didn't get the job and another person get the job, I would be supporting. Support, support, support. And the support doesn't mean that you can't speak up when the team isn't playing well. So I don't want that to be seen as not being supportive. Right? So even in the midst of it, Giovanni, I don't know where the negativity is, but I mean, I will support him. And if it's not happening, it's not working out, then I would definitely talk about it. But I'm not going to be bashing yet. I'm in a none. You understand? So that's where I stand where that is concerned. Actually, big up yourself. The date is May 25, 6:45. So the game will be played on May 25, 6:45. Is Paul Hall going to change his backroom staff? That's a good question. As I said before, well, I probably read a message late, but you're supposed to hear. What's the real deal with Lewis Baker? What I know about Lewis Baker, the last time he said that he wants to concentrate on his club, I've not heard anything else. So, Lewis Baker thing off of my mind. Pagan, of course, coach. All right. Of course, coach. Many deficiencies still. So look at them. Yes. Okay. Persons are saying that they should still be looking at players. All right. It's a friendly, so why not? I only have a problem looking at players during official competitions. Remember, we are lacking in certain areas. All right. I will agree with that. Teddy Lee, you on the wrong channel asking about what's the deal. Jamaica don't need a head coach. Jamaica need a technical director. Jason easy now. So early. Yeah, man. Rob Smith, big up yourself. Hey, you know, so when you make that thing that hit with the Brianna voice, hey, when you know easy, Mr. Nancy. When the video just started, the buzzing sound was loud. Not no it low. All right, cool. Claudine, what's up? Pick up yourself. Mischievous Charge, bless up. Any trouble? Where's that? Giovanni, I mischievous Charge. John, big up yourself, Sir Porter, Coach Porter. What's up, man? Big up yourself. No tid. Oh, are you name so? Rich Pooh Sports, Jano Star. People that support the Tiddlywinks boss, pan Rich Pooh Sports. And them man, they have the whole about the comments and the whole of question when you post a video on YouTube, people. Big up yourself, Rich Pooh Sports. I'm gonna subscribe to the man sports channel. Big up yourself, Tiddlywinks. They don't know anything. Or clickbait. Hey, that me can't take with you, Richard. You want this clickbait thing, Virgin. Hey, listen, Richard. We need to do a showdown. You want to come challenge me, Richard? Yeah, your Tiddlywinks argument. No Tiddlywinks news or clickbait. Interesting and positive news here. I'm listening. Can't hear no buzzing. Sanya Bone, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Blessings, man. Catalonia Autonomous Community of Spain. Yeah, man. Michael Garden, big up again. Hope we get the new bloods some playing time. So in Nation League, they will be okay. Yeah, man. People, like up the stream. Like up the stream. Oh, God. So. Okay, well, now you hear me. Okay. Lady Claudia, get big up. Roderick Sharp, big up yourself. Yeah, I tell you, Roderick, we are putting in the work, brother. We are putting in the work and it'll pay off. Channel will grow exponentially, you know what I mean? So big up. I've put in the work, Dr. Joy, full up. Jason, we stop the part. I want to reach 140. Coaches that today is actually the day and not yesterday. All right, big up yourself, Jason. Big up a blessed birthday. Happy birthday to Jason. Just show some buckling at the comment. Hey, not buckling it, no, Jason. It's just champagne. I mean, know the crew there and ready to throw out some bottle. Just checking in. What's the news? Rob Smith, Reggae Boyz will be playing Catalunya May 25, 2022. They have reached the agreement and it will be played 6:45. I think that's Jamaica time. Also, Paul Hall seemed to have been confirmed as the head coach. So no going around. Once him there when that game that go play, it's certainly telling me that he has been confirmed. All right, the man saying birthday today, so I'm going to party him, do whatever I'm like today. All right. Coach, name the coaches who applied for the job. Teddy Lee, no, we can't drop that yet, brother. I was instructed not to put the information out. But me can't tell you there are 3 persons. And one might be me actually get the name them, me get the 3 names. But when it come on to if you release the information there, your source are gonna be under scrutiny. Yeah? So you can't do certain things, brother. Teddy Lee, yeah, media man, you're right for the gleaner, Teddy Lee. You know the thing go when it comes on to sources, or observer, Teddy Lee. I know I'm gonna start right to do a Teddy Lee. Teddy Lee, link me on the WhatsApp number and tell me, oh, we send in article to you again. I start do some writing, man. Yeah, man. Start push it through black and white too. Not only the visual media, but through the print media. Yeah, man, former players. Teddy Lee's a nation disgrace. Lord Jesus. Big up, coach. I like that we are having a friendly before the competition. However, are there any news on any quality players coming in? No, we don't get that information there yet, Chevron Brown. But as soon as we get information, we are gonna drop it because we just get the information at this man. Now we have to just pop up flip the laptop open, turn on the lights and the camera, and drop this information. No, man, no, Jason, that no pick at all. Teddy Lee grades and national this case. Why you pressure Teddy Lee? So Sanya, name the coaches before Teddy Lee drop a video about your coach. No, sir, Teddy Lee, Teddy Lee know the thing, man. We know it's when Teddy Lee drop the video, my name no mention tonight. So Teddy Lee knows that he can't call me name, man. I joke me make still. Hope it's one of those with proper qualification. Certainly, I be a big coach apply, man. Proper qualification, as you said, Giovanni. Chula's out. Hey, Teddy Lee. Hey, people. Teddy Lee, I do Paul Bogle sort of thing. A man walk from Ochi to sentence, you know. I don't know which revolution I might try to start still, but Teddy Lee. Hey, Teddy Lee, you know you're a superstar, though. Don't watch it trolling because you're a superstar, yeah? Quality is needed in the coaching panel. Yeah, man. From what I've seen, the names that I've seen, any of them could be selected as assistant. They would be quality. I really have to do some research now to see their records before me jump to that official conclusion. I want the Sanya, man. Starting of a new era and time to trust the process. Yes, Fresh God, that is a big comment. Big comment that Fresh. That deserve to go up on the screen so people who are watching can see what is happening. Sanabon from Jamaica. Rob Smith, you are big up Teddy the man. Need to apologize to Jamaican people. What Teddy Lee do? When need to apologize? Teddy Lee, I want go on. Talk to him, man, or you can call in, not Teddy Lee. Call in, make you go on. Let me see the phone line up. Yeah, Teddy Lee, you can call in. Because I don't know what they matter about Teddy Lee. Teddy Lee, come clear the air. I agree, coach. If he's not performing, then we can speak. But for now, we should just support. Yeah, man. Straight. SMM just said Dan Burton coach. Maybe my mama tell me can't put no name out there. You know? But if you listen to one interview where Paul are doing, on get some in town and never know. Anyways, I'm not saying anything more. Jason, I'm on the fence about this news. I'll just look and observe. Okay. Coach, when the Adidas kit sponsorship going to start for I don't know when it is going to be starting, but it is going to happen. Don't worry how long it'll take. It'll go happen. It'll go happen. Yeah, man. Unless something happen by the wayside, but the deal sort out. Just announcement from the JFF. We Teddy leader, man. Roger Bailey, up. New Wave Entertainment. Big up yourself. All Louis Baker tell we him a focus on club alone. Things getting out of hand. We should not call him. But a long time him said that. We don't know why we still did a pursue and a talk about him. Him said that long time. Rob Smith, Teddy Gray said the Jamaican motto is crap, bro. Can't side with that. Apologies needed. Really? What do you mean by it's crap? Talk to it, Teddy Lee. Someone like Demari Gray paper is not done yet. No, Sir Siobhan, we don't think he done it. When is the friend? The friend is May 25. All right. So Jason get buckle there. Natty Congo, big up yourself. Big up Jason upon him, Earth Strong. A champion, man. I know throw them a throw at you. Well, they're throwing at you, but not literally to hit you. It's just what you put in on the chest. From Jamaica, a man then can feel any way you want. It's a free speech platform. Oh, a man can feel any way you want. Yeah, that's true. Big up the birthday boss, yeah? Yeah, man. Big up Jason. Big up J. Ross, same way. Rob Smith, how much buckle Rob Smith? Rob Smith, they want junk him on 9 buckle that, you know. Chano. Claudina get it. Hey, Claudina really, she pull out the bottle and the wine glass. Man, industrial buckle. Yeah, man. But Claudine come out with the glass and the bottle. Michael Gardner, are we getting triple treat this? Yes, man, triple treat. As long as the internet up and electricity, which is power on. Yeah, man, we'll be having triple treat. We have an important. Hey, we did supposed to have a guest on, And Fresh God, all the people who follow me on Instagram know what I talk about. But the guests lift up. You know what I mean? So I went the thing forward back from the land. So But we have an interesting topic to talk about. Very interesting topic to talk about this weekend. So stay tuned, man. I mean, man, triple treat that kick off tomorrow, man. We are man. Once we have life in our bodies in the man. Listen, triple treat weekend will not keep unless there's an emergency. Like emergency, like character weekend and champs weekend and these things. But separate and apart from that, triple treat weekend up on a boat. All right, so all right. Everybody know once on the question dot colon on the know say I tiddlywings boss I come with a question. Rich Poo Sports. So what the poo for Rich Poo? Which one? How do I pronounce it, Richard? You're the man from the land of the Queens. So how do I pronounce that R? Is it Rich Poo or is it Rich Poo? Let me know in the comment section. Question. Some think Brenner listen ready for the seniors. Some feel JA are world beaters with the right coach. Please, what should appropriate expectations be on the new Reggae Boyz? Speak on the new Reggae Boyz. Which one of them? What is the new Reggae Boyz, Richard? You got to have some clarity when you're asking these questions. What's the new Reggae Boyz? Let me roll that a little bit. What's the new Reggae Boyz, Richard? Head coach for how long? What are the contract terms? Tenag is officially I read today. Coach is there, starting off new era and time to trust the process. Yeah, man. Hey, I want the whole house clean out. You see, Scott them gone to fresh. Scott them gone. I'm kind of a little silent on the manual thing while going in the car. Yeah, take a beating, but hey, man, then if you clean house, man. Roderick Sharp, allegedly coach, very important that word. Yeah, man, that's true. Coach, utilize editors section to voice your opinion. Okay. When is the friendly day? May 25. Bless up, Lady C. Look like busy these last days. Welcome to the coach's desk.
Coach's desk.
Yes.
Rich Poe Sports speaking, aka Tiddlywinks.
Oh, so
are you receiving, sir?
I am doing well. So it's rich. It is Rich Poor, not Rich Poo. Okay, Poo is something that is a little bit messy, right?
Correct.
So it's Poe. Okay. All right, I get the pronunciation because pronunciation varies. Correct?
Absolutely.
All right, what say you?
I'm calling you out, coach.
Calling me out? On what?
I'm calling you out. You've got that absolutely right. I'm calling you out on what you believe because I can see you may be sitting on the fence. You may be, but I'm giving you the chance to get off it and land on one side or t'other. What are your expectations, Coach Minzy, as regards a successful Reggae Boyz manager stroke coach? What does Paul Hall or anyone else who takes the hot seat have to do with the new editions and new iterations of the Reggae Boyz in order for you to say, this man or this woman is a success? I salute. Speak!
No, but Richard, you keep saying new. What new are you talking about? That's the part that is slithering me right now. Huh?
All right, sir. Well, just let me offer the clarification. No problem. Nice and neatly. When I say new, I'm talking about the post-World Cup campaign. That's what I like about you, Coach Minzy. You are a man of reason. You're a man of words.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a wise man. You are the diplomatic ambassador 2021 going into 2022. This is all I am saying. Post the World Cup campaign. Can you please tell London, England, and the watching and listening world audience what are your expectations of this new Reggae Boyz squad post World Cup failure, quote unquote, finishing 6 out of 8 in the last octagonal? Speak, sir. Speak.
All right, for me, Richard, certainly I don't think we have the correct squad to date. We still need some more pieces, and the friendly will definitely allow us to try and get in some more pieces, especially right back, left back. You know what I mean? Then you look at the coach. This is where it's gonna be starting for him. This is the start of his campaign, so to speak, going forward. I mean, it's gonna be too early for me to have an expectation. What I already see is that he's starting to allow the team to have an identity. When Jamaica plays, they're going to build up from the back. They're going to be moving the ball to the middle of the park. They're going to be transitioned through the third. They're going to be high pressing. So I have already established that. But in terms of an expectation to say, all right, 2026, I'm going to be qualifying. We're going to be qualifying for the World Cup. No, I'm not going to be jumping the gun. I'm a man, Mr. Rich Pooh, is that I take the staircase. If I do take it, I go up a stair or a step after another step rather than skipping steps. So I'll just watch it as it unfolds, what Paul Hall has to offer. I will be judging or giving an assessment or an analysis of Paul Hall's first 10 games in this new era, according to you. In this new period, I'm going to assess him after his first 10 games. Richard, it's your time to speak.
You're not going to talk your way out of this one. You're not going to talk your way out of this one, Coach. I heard you loud and clear, and I'd say that's very reasonable, but I'll give you a 4.5 out of 10 for that reply. Here's why. Coach, that number 10 games and you're going to assess, that to me is rather arbitrary. It's a number put out there where you can either kick the guy in, or you can loud him, or you can say, okay, not too bad, we'll continue. Paul Hall must have a mission. He must have a mission as regards what his expectations are regarding the national team come this Nations Cup campaign, come the Gold Cup campaign, and of course, ultimately, amongst most of us fans, how they get on in the World Cup campaign for 2026, when Canada, America, and Mexico will have automatic berths in the next World Cup. I'm putting it to you that Paul Hall must be given due time and full respect, including constructive criticism. Make no bones about it. I agree with you absolutely and entirely. But I feel that support is not an easy road, but we need to support the coach on the journey that he will be setting out on. And putting 10 as opposed to 35 games.
But Richard, hold on, Rich Poe.
Very careful.
Hold on, Rich Poe.
Jamaica.
Rich Poe, hold
Jamaica,
on.
Jamaica, this is the question.
Rich Poe, hold on before you ask the question. You asked me for my opinion on the matter. I gave you my opinion. And it sounds as if you are trying to dissuade me from my opinion that I gave. If I say I'm going to be assessing him for the first 10 games, that doesn't mean I'm not supporting him, Rich Poe. I want you to get that first. Because I did say that I'm going to be supporting Paul Hall. But to say I'm going to, based on your question, it just jumped out at me that I can have. And if you're in the corporate world, you know that there's something that is called appraisal. It's done in the public sector as well. They do appraise you, Richard. So nothing is wrong to give an assessment of what Paul Hall will be doing in his first 10 games. And then incrementally, there would be some more, what you'd call it, assessment or analysis of what he is doing. And you tie it together to see if it is making sense. So the support will be there, Mr. Rich Paul. So I don't want you to get it wrong. Go ahead with your question.
I'm impressed with the answer and response. Thank you for the clarification, and I appreciate that, as do the viewers and subscribers, no doubt. My question is this: do you expect strongly or not strongly to be pushing for semi-final berths in the Gold Cup, making it successfully through the Nations Cup, and definitely putting in a strong challenge with a settled team for the World Cup qualification campaign in 4 years' time?
That's way ahead. But for me, I'm gonna be looking at how the team performs in the Nation League. That's what 3 games. Then if they're gonna be having other games, I'm gonna be looking. And when it reaches the 10 game, I'll give my assessment. I'm not going to say the team is not going to be qualifying for the World Cup 2026, like some people. And I'm not going to be saying at this juncture that the team will be qualifying for the World Cup. I am going to be tempering my expectation, and I'm going to be watching very keenly on how it unfolds with my assessment as it goes on. So that's where I put it, Richard. Honestly, that's my honest opinion and answer where that is concerned.
I respect the answer, Coach Minzy. I respect the answer. I am going to leave that line of argument and questioning right there, and I will push it no further. I will wait until the 10 games are completed.
Mm-hmm.
I can salute you for the fact that this was not a clickbait situation. I commend you for the breaking news.
Richard,
I commend you for the breaking news.
Listen to me. Listen to me, Richard. Listen to me. You always seem to want to throw jibes at coach's desk in regards to clickbait.
That's in your mind, coach's desk.
Do you have a
in your mind?
No, but each time you talk about it, Richard, whenever I have any breaking news, you always try to see if I'm on the right path where the information is concerned, as the title of the video suggests. You always try to do that, my friend. Is it that you have coach's desk strength, or you're just looking out for coach's desk? Answer.
I'm always, wait a minute, Matthew, start the bouncing the ball, please. I'm always looking about coach's desk's best interests.
Thank you very much.
I can always confirm that, no problem. I can always confirm that coach's desk, where quality is concerned, is one of the leading platforms, and there's no doubt about that, sir. So your credentials are not being challenged at all, sir.
Just
maybe
want
a light tickling. But
no, I know. I don't want any masculine or male figure to be tickling me, Richard. I know that's wordplay, but
Lord have mercy.
No tickling around here. No tickling. No tiddlywink talk, Richard.
My. All right. I see the spirit of cataract lives on in the studio. Well, all right. There's gonna be a time one day. I have a dream. One day a man can wear pink, and a man can say tickle, and a man can say I am standing firmly and squarely behind the Reggae Boyz without shame.
I mean, it can be said. It can be said, Richard. But I think for me, it is done in laughter when I make comment on it. So when you talk about tickle a while ago, it's just fun for me. I don't subscribe to the whole changing your talk to please the mass. I was just making fun. But before you make mention of anything, I see where Jason, the birthday youth, is a member of the coaches desk for 8 months. Big up yourself, Jason Ferran. Round of applause. Round of applause. Much respect. A good thing I have a phone in front of me, because I see it on the StreamYard thing. So big up Jason Ferran. Happy birthday to you. Hope you enjoy the birthday. Hope the missus just deal with it right and proper. You know? Yeah, man. Go ahead, Mr. Winks. Tiddly.
I, let, let me add my birthday salutations to Jason. Happy birthday. May it be a wonderful and memorable 2022. Happy birthday. If it's indeed today is your birthday, may it be an enjoyable one. And we've had good news with the breaking news regarding the Reggae Boyz. So on your birthday, you can see the start of a new era has began in earnest with news of the Reggae Boyz slated to meet Catalunya. Well, Coach's Desk, I want you to keep going through the comments. I want the lines to be open for the likes of Teddy Lee and anyone else to speak up. Of course, if anyone wants to subscribe, I know you have subscribed, sir, to my video shorts on Rich Post Sports. And I salute you for that, sir.
Yeah,
Keep
man.
looking and looking, sir. There may be some longer versions coming up, but I enjoy being a panelist and checking out the lay of the land with the shorts for now. But full respect to all those who have subscribed. And if they haven't subscribed, please check out the channel. And it's full respect. Coach's Desk, it's a big up. And hey, the Carifta Games, Lord have mercy. Wow.
Splendid.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I know there was some back. Lord have mercy. Say that one again.
Fantabulous.
Gee whiz. A real talk that's up. Absolutely. I pray that the Reggae Boyz kept some of that spirit there. I tell you, I know that Jamaica are small but Talawa, and in the world of track and field, I tell you, you've got a brand and you've got some athletes on your hand. I know that they don't all matriculate onto the senior and into the senior ranks along the likes of Elaine and Shelley and the Hansley Parchment and so. But my goodness me, it's so wonderful to see under 17 and under 20-year-olds from the Caribbean and representing Jamaica absolutely shining. And you can see why these guys and girls, when they actually graduate to the senior ranks, the 1 to 3% of them, they are fully equipped. Fully equipped. In fact, I'd say that things like the boys and girls champs is more pressure than some of these World and Olympic championships. It's water off a duck's back. And that is full credit to the Jamaicans who strive, both the coaching staff, the athletes themselves, and all the volunteers and people behind the scenes who are working incredibly well to produce a Jamaican system that is arguably the envy of the world. So I salute and I hope and pray the JFF can take a little leaf, a little magic bean or two from the JAAA and hopefully support the Reggae Boyz and Reggae Girls going forward, because there's some key games ahead and there are key opportunities that the fans want to enjoy. Coach Minzy, have you got anything else to say?
Yeah, man, I just go read some comments, I know. So that's a lot I'm going to be saying.
All right, so take a deep breath, sir. I don't know if you have the Richard's roots, but whatever you have, take a sip, sir, and all the best. I'll be tuning in and following exactly what I go on. If you step out of line, mind you, I'll call back. But I doubt that. For Mr. Diplomat 2022, I seriously doubt there will be any errors during the rest of this particular programming. That's my hope and prayer anyway.
Keep praying, bro. Keep praying.
Are you that?
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
All right, you take care. And PS, if I may, we'll talk exchanges down the line. We'll talk exchanges, sir. Amaze of Reason has been selling remarkably well, sir. I have kept a copy or two for the likes of you and Mannings, man. If you want me to send it to you, all I need is your address. I will send it to you, and you can send me anything you want to. Exchange and marked style, sir. What say you?
That sounds like a good. We can talk more about it off here, but that sounds like a good exchange. Bartering system is still in full effect.
Coach Minzy, Coach's Desk. Peace out. Full
Yeah, man.
respect.
All
I'm
right.
tuned in.
All
Keep
right.
it locked. Hit the like button, people.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Big up, Richard. Oh, sorry, Rich Power.
Every time. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
All right. So, Teddy Lee, are you waiting for call now, no, Teddy Lee? Big up, Jerry, anywhere. Football matches on. CC, the Mowgli's in the building. Yeah, fresh. Me know, man. Me not gonna mind because both spelling can be used. Yeah, man. Let me see. Oh, see, Jason just said that both spellings can be used. Yeah, man. Coach has said going forward, Paul is fully accountable. Coach has said going forward, Paul is. It can't be the coach alone that is going to be fully accountable. And we have been saying it's the stakeholders that should be held accountable. On the field of play, you want to be holding the coach accountable. All right? So it go pagan. Big up coach and all the man, them and ladies in the chat. Big up El Padrino. You know, when Richard is on the phone because coach speak in metaphors, Shakespeare time. Hey, you know what's I have it in a rap smith. Watch you why I tell her. Me tell Richard, you know, you see my phone more while you know. Rob Smith, me just take up my phone and just start write. You see now my notes full of writing. Me I go send him one. I go send Richard one and make him know. Say the coach's desk is not ordinary. You see me I say Shakespeare thing, we got it. Lyrics, we got it. Yeah, man. We're full of chat like what? WhatsApp. Yo. I'm calling you out, Coach Vinzi. And that Richard him always come with, man. Blake, big up yourself. Definitely we need to trust the process, yeah? Coach, is this game we were supposed to play before the pandemic? Yes, Winston Fowling. It's the same game. We are all behind the coach. Yeah, man, we are support the coach. Vibes addict. Just coming, but oh, me make news. Teddy Lee, call in, Teddy Lee. Call in. I had a big man right now, you know. This will not go against our FIFA records. Okay. Wait, the Catalunya match still going to play? Yes, man. Bless up court, just sanitize. All right, Wayne Evans, big up. Why does this sound like a WWE promo? Hey, Blake, what you, Blake? Wait, Blake, go out of your bed, Blake. When is this match happening? When it will be played in Europe? Yeah, to be played. All right, for persons who are just coming in, the game will be played will now take place at the Montilivi Stadium in Girona, Spain, May 25, 2026, and the game gets underway 6:45. So those who are just coming in, that's it. Yeah, man, Eagle Republic, Paul, I'll get the job, man. This friendly match is just a ceremonial match with Catalunya, yeah, UEFA, or possible. Remember, it was planned from 2 years ago, you know. Yeah, man, Tenag confirmed too. Probably see Busquets play, PK play. Rich poor. You have to go take on that commenter from New Wave. The man say rich poor sports brain need different. Hey, New Wave, how you find that one, man? Maybe Danny Alves. Danny Alves. Speak. You see? That's why I say no to clean look. I mean, no say people are gonna take a Richard, you know, but we understand his choice of words because he's a very poetic individual. Hey, hey, you know, we the best though, the Jamaicans, we're not the best though. Oh God. You alone understand man, the boys. First responder, what go on? Yeah, man. Norton Morris, you just coming back from Jamaica? A joke thing this. Hey, you see people when they come when them come Jamaica and don't link the coaches this, you know, don't bother come on the channel tell them about just a come back from Jamaica. But don't bother tell me nothing start. Cause me can't come to Jamaica and link the boss. Only if you do that. Ah boy. I Teddy Lee, who have to call it up? Teddy Lee. Yankee Dollar, big up yourself. Boom bang, big up the coach, big up yourself. I never glad for the character stop keep. I'm back for the reggae. Seriously, bro. No, star. I say, man, yet character, man. When say pagan, fabulous. Well, for me, it's fantabulous. I Teddy Lee this a call. Make it be Teddy Lee. All right, I Teddy Lee. Teddy Lee.
Yeah, man.
Go on, Teddy Lee.
There, man.
First and foremost, me say you're on a Paul Bogle thing. Where you walk from Wichita. Me don't watch your live there now.
Oh, so
Yeah, because of the gridlock.
Yeah, man. We never know I'm going to do that, you know.
But the next thing, Teddy Lee, me never know say you make a comment and the people they must say you need to apologize, you know. Based on that comment.
Apologize for what? What kind of comment? What go?
But the matter, I don't know what. Me just say here's the matter you make some disparaging comments on. You want to clarify that?
I don't know what matter about what go on.
People
Remind me of the chat now. A quarter, what do matter about quarter? So I support the quarter for youth team. I don't know what do matter about.
Yeah, people, I want to tell me what Teddy Lee that about. Because, me not say.
Well, also, when them say me to apologize for, you know?
Big up doing Thomas. Yeah, me I try to see if I can find it.
I must quarter, because I know where them, I don't know.
People, on the talk, what Teddy Lee did say again? When you apologize for. Oh, Sonny, I say, yes, Teddy Lee, you come to apologize. When say again,
Apologize
going.
for, like.
Oh, the man said Teddy Lee said the matter is crap. Yeah. Teddy Lee, you
What
said
crap?
the Jamaican matter is crap. So talk on that. Put it into context
okay.
for people.
The comment. All right. The out of many one stuff. And by the way, I know this alone, Mr. Now I said this from day one. The out of many one stuff, it wasn't originated from Jamaica. So, but as I said that, it was basically to look on the American first, what do they call it? But it was, they have a different name, but the out of many one stuff, it was basically state stuff. So you have a lot of states, so them so out of many one people. That was the main thing. But the Jamaica situation now, 90% of the population around now we have Africans, black, but I kind of notice some people have use out of many one stuff. Like, why them use it that more hard? Yet how much about we have to question things. That are the basically thing they ask, you know.
Oh, so you know say it is crap, you just ask why it is used based on the context. But
yeah, it is basically crap, yeah, like I double down it's basically like I ask a question.
But Teddy Lee, even before you get the knowledge of why it is used based on what you'd have researched. Remember, you have two words that can have the spell the same, the sound the same, and have two different meaning, you know. So not because.
No, but you out of anyone stuff don't make no sense with Jamaica, like me. I just wonder why.
All right, make a reason it out.
Yeah.
Make a reason it out.
Because we not, when I say Jamaicans, we have our, when you talk about out of anyone, them normally talk about ethnic group. We don't, yes, we have Indian side. Majority of the population, 98% Africa, basically from Africa. So, me always ask why this out of many one stuff. Me always question is from high school days, you know. So it's not.
But Teddy, and nothing is wrong with you trying to question it, all right? Because you know.
I don't know. Well, if a Jamaican, you can't even ask what a Rastafarians. Them always ask this out of many one stuff.
Yeah, but look on it now. Out of many,
we are
one people. So essentially, what they're saying is that, no matter your skin tone, no matter the color of your skin, no matter the length of your hair, no matter the texture of your hair, we are still one Jamaican. That's what I gather
why
from
that argument normally? Yeah, we know about why that. Just look when the context when that normally used when people bring it up.
Because
so I always look for the context.
So you're what you tell me? Cause I not hear them context.
For example, you always maybe hear some situation uptown, downtown, then you always people bring it in like, yeah, we feel your pain and everything, but out of many, we're one people. For example, Jamaicans talking about like.
But Teddy, isn't that to break down the barriers of classism? Because if you
normally use it.
But isn't it a means of to break that barrier? Because I am of darker skin color, right? And
not a skin color alone, right? Like
let me explain my point, brother. Let me explain my point, no? I am saying I'm of darker skin color, and a man you use the uptown downtown thing. See, now the next man who live in the urban area is of a lighter skin color. If them have an argument, the people them are gonna say, yo, or a disagreement or a conflict, they're going to be saying, out of many one people, no bother with the war, no bother with it, because despite of my skin tone and your skin tone, we are still Jamaicans. So why is that a problem? Because you always say it using that context, you know. So if it is using that context, isn't it to break down the barrier of people believing this whole classism thing?
No, it's not classism. We're not trying to say overall. Look, the thing that originated from Jamaica, so let's say them use
but how much things we get to originate from here, so brother?
I say people make they look like the matter originate like our one.
No, but a different argument come with. And remember, me start off with saying, Teddy Lee, you might get a different meaning from it because of what it has portrayed from somewhere else. But you can copy something. Hold on, Teddy. Hold on, man. Make a reason, man. Me not like disrupt me, you know. You get the meaning from where it, or quote unquote, where it originate from. Saying we can copy something and take it and put our own twist to it, you know. So it not necessarily means that it even though it comes from there, doesn't mean that it portrays the same meaning.
Yeah, but when I try to say overall, yes, we understand the minority have a place in the society, but we always notice every time that any argument and a big controversy, even the Maroons whatsoever, we always hear out of all of a sudden out of many like to be quiet. We not make no noise.
No, me can't agree with you upon that. But I don't think it's gonna be used in that sense. If it's gonna be used in that sense, Teddy, it tells me from my cognitive cerebrum is telling me is that it is trying to break down the barriers rather than building up a barrier.
But me tell you say it's not even the actually no, even using alphabet situation, you know. We're not concerned about it. You always hear out of men. We're you know. No matter what your sexual orientation, we're out of. You don't know that. Always just listen to the out of men. You always come. And that me just so that's why I have to wonder why people are use the motto to promote some agendas sometimes. You know? So when people say the motto thing scrap, it's not about the Reggae Boyz. and some discussion alone, but overall, out of many. And everything we see from the past where I go, like, you know, we for like, there are people question the American anthem, like, so, you know?
And
You get what
that's
I'm
why I
saying? Some
start
people
out.
question
But
something
Teddy
in the
Lee,
anthem, too.
remember me say me start out with you. Question it is no problem, you know. But when you're questioning something, Teddy Lee, it has to be placed into context, brother.
The one place in my context, every time it is used is like the people where the majority people have the majority opinion. We should be quiet and like, no, it's not right. Like, them must all right. Yes, you have a point, but remember, out of many one, we're all one. So just, you know, it's like we should be quiet. As me tell you,
Teddy,
just,
you're a Rasta man.
Well,
Are you a Rasta man?
you don't have to be in a Rasta, grow right.
No, me not talk, you notice me not ask if you grow your natty brother. Me say if you're a Rasta man. You see, you now follow the lines of argument.
Well, I was thinking maybe people don't say me is a Rastafarian. While I have other thinking maybe people don't say me a Muslim, Christian, whatever, you get me.
All right.
So,
no, man, me ask the question already, man, and you give me an answer, so me not no problem with that.
What me say? We don't know where answer.
You say, you might have thinking where portray Rastafarianism or Muslim or whatever.
I'm not a Rasta.
Huh?
I'm not a Rasta. I'm not a Rastafarian.
Okay, but you have thinking or thought process which can lead to the a number of things. Basically, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, man, we know one dimension,
right?
Yeah, me not going on.
I get what you're
so I still believe in a higher supreme, you know? Yeah.
All right, Teddy. Touch the cup on the football before you go, okay? People have a bun lamp here.
Alright, so the football, I see a comment on my comment below, I see people that might misinterpret. So I'm ask a question, is this match going to be used for UK-based players and people that like them as me say something wrong, you know? But remember, 2020 was supposed to have a match with the same Catalunya, and the main purpose of that match was to basically look at UK-based players, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when Whitmore, it was, you know. So I also ask the question, is these people are bringing new players, like, you know, UK-based players, because we are prepared for the tournament to come up.
Yeah,
some people make it look like a this man. But not this the UK. Of course, I like Mr. Louis Baker and some others. So I ask the question and people like me should do.
I don't
like
think.
Well,
let me answer you. I don't think it should be limited to UK players. I think it is going to be looking at Jamaicans. So anywhere Paul Hall decide to select the players from, he might go look upon them, and no matter where them come from. Remember, we just say out of many one people, and this is not using out of context now. This is not the new. Make sure I clarify it.
Use out come on, most of the people in the comment section say now want to JPL play. I tell you that.
No, but a man. No, I know everybody said that. If a man in the JPL play well, people call for him. Like Cephas and them you there. What you have to tell me?
Which people?
Some people and everybody anti-JPL. Come on, man. It's a mixture of people, you know, Teddy Lee. And you have to understand, man. And if you share a different opinion,
section, maybe a Giovanni and them people,
if you
can't tell them I got to them now and a JPL players.
So. But Teddy Lee, if you share a different opinion from I do, it doesn't make us bad, you know. It's just that we think different. You understand?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, the out of men one, I think maybe we have to have a long. This is not sports. It's bigger than the out of men one. So maybe we have to talk a different discussion like politics or something. But I know me alone. I can ask a lot of people always question the out of men one situation. Why people always bring it up? I just say I have much how to have to work with, but I just wonder like. Every time some conversation come up, whether it's
why you eat food, Teddy Lee?
Solution.
Why you eat food?
Why I eat food?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at a question to live life. Like we have to eat.
No, you don't have to eat to live, brother.
What you say?
You don't have to eat
what
to
do you mean
live.
by that? Oh, what doctor, whatever, to string up something and give like.
Me just show you say people will come with different arguments pertaining to different things. You just have to appreciate what they're saying. Same like how people appreciate what you're saying and just know say Teddy Lee agree that If I'm
So
on
yeah, so you no question nothing in the past. You no
of
question
course,
no all.
of course.
So why people say apologize for it?
No, because probably you say it's crap on it a national thing, so that's why they must say if you apologize.
Oh. So
You
when people
understand?
point out the queen and them thing, they're like, no,
The
queen
queen
and
have
the
nothing to do with national thing.
What?
The queen is a
The queen and
is
head
a
of
emblem,
state.
is a national emblem, no sir. The
Yeah,
motto
but the
different
Queen's
from the queen.
councils, that come on, privy court. What me I try to say, not because we criticize, yes, me is a traditional person, but on everything that the past where go. Support, what me I say, people need to go research out of men one thing, and so what me I talk about. The thing that originated from Jamaica.
All right, sir. Big up yourself. Like Teddy Lee gone. All right, so Teddy Lee gone, people. Jason, me never read that. Coach, I have a birthday request. Can you remove Teddy Lee today, please? This man taking talking too much. Hey, let me tell you, see, if you have a thought process and a thinking, because you see, the argument what Teddy Lee bring forward to me is that people bring it up in a certain argument. It not strong. It not strong. If you are going to support a point, you have to have variables to support it. You can't just throw it out there so and yeah, use one point that I believe is a weak point to support it. So, not to say that I'm saying that what Teddy Lee is saying or what he's doing in terms of having a thought on something that was implemented, nothing is wrong with that. But if you're doing it, ensure that your argument is strong enough to support what you're theorizing. You understand? Does that mean I say? Does that mean I say? Yeah, cause if you beat the queen, why you endorse the queen council? All right, see, I beat him there with that. Jason said, "Come go up." All right, so Pagan said, "No eat no more curry goat because it come from India." And probably if you check Teddy League and love it curry, you know. All right, Rob Smith is saying if they create a quota base on the tickets being cheaper for English-based players compared to local players, will anyone have an issue? What kind of ticket? You mean the tickets to enter the games? Oh boy. Most of these commenters anti JPL, but them can't say it because them not real. Them hide. I will see a true word fan. Who is Catalunya? Who make up this team? Hey, Brupa say if I saw social studies class to that. Wait, so Teddy is an activist. Hey, Teddy gone from him journey. The man walk from Ochi to sentence where people say, can understand. But I've questioned a lot of things too. But nothing is wrong with questioning. It's just that, as I said before, once the argument or the theory that you're bringing is making any sense. Because Teddy no convince me all now, you know. Teddy don't convince me all now. You understand? He has not convinced me. So me don't know him argument kind of weak. Him don't convince me. I'm certain that he has not convinced a lot of people as well. All right. Let me hear what go on here so now. It was made in China, Teddy. Yeah, man, him phone pick up. Everybody has their own opinion. There won't be 100% of everyone thinking the same. good to have different viewers. Yeah, man. That's what I said. Up and running. But in the same breath, I still say, if you have a difference in opinion, you're supposed to can substantiate that argument. You can't come with an argument and your support weak. And like I said, Teddy, argument makes sense to me why we use it, but his supporting statements aren't grabbing my attention. Out of many one people, players, Eagle Republic, there that is saying players should be evaluated based on their ability and what they bring to the table rather than what zip code jurisdiction they were born in. Just bring your last. Where's that? Come going at the fields, Eagle Republic. The persons calling for overseas is discriminatory against locally developed players and xenophobic in that matter, but they will not answer that. So you say, CC, in order not to be xenophobic on either end of the spectrum, you have to be balanced. You have to have an equilibrium. Tell them, CC. Plane ticket. Oh, I mean, if it's crap, of course. From a born, me no believe in motto. Dr. GG said, it is crap, of course. Hey, a lot of things, if we're to be honest, a lot of these things are colonial hand-downs, you know. But if you don't believe in it, Dr. GG, you have to substantiate it when you are reason with me, because me I go ask a whole heap of bag of question. My question them tie up in a crocus bag and a whole heap of crocus bag stock and pile. So you can't just tell me something and me accept it like that, you know. You have to give me solid reasons. You have to convince me, and I'm very hard to convince. At one point in my life, I used to do sales work, you know. And you have to be very charismatic in order to call persons on their phone and bring a picture product to them and convince them in such a way. So for me, I'm very hard to convince on any topic. On any topic whatsoever. Here we go from your barn, you know the anthem. Why? Hey, that's why I rate that group, because I tell you, enough things you have to question, but what context? Then that me I say, fresh guy, that me I say, you know, the context have to make sense. So when me I say Teddy Lee, no convince me all now. Him no convince me all now. So if Dr. GG can convince me, bring an argument. Oh, the head of our monarchy is not a national symbol. We have a governor general, the highest office in the land, which represents the queen. All our laws are from the queen. Why we can't say a man who wants to see 23 players from the diaspora? Why we can't say a man who wants to see 23 players from the diaspora is xenophobic? Them only beat the persons who call for local players, but no one beat the ones. Exactly, CC. But you know why that is not the case, CC? I can explain that. Why that is not the case? Because most times, and I'm not going to say all the time, I think most times the diasporan, if that's a word, would have basically the quote unquote, may I put it in that quotation, the better players. Right? So I guess that's the reason why it goes that way. Not that I believe it, because there should be a balance. If a man a call for straight local, problem upon him. If a man a call for straight overseas, problem upon him. Because the only way you can burn a fire is if there you're calling for the best players to represent and not limiting it to UK, Scotland, and all of the Wales and all of those places, Germany, but you're looking for the best players. That's one like it not even make sense to me. All right, Andrew, big up yourself. Argument was like 14 days. It was 2 weeks. Yeah, man. Teddy Lee argument week for 2 man. Coach, you sure the man nah mad while would a person walk from Ochi to St. Anne's Bay? Him nah mad, man. There was a gridlock, you know. Traffic all the way. Look at them have a show and it some poor thing cause a build up of traffic all the way. So in order it don't make no sense you're going on a cab or drive a car. No spark up and walk. Cause probably our next day some people move, you know. CC, you know, free for call anybody, anything, brother. Free speech. It name, you know. Up and running. Are you in support of a 23? But CC, so like you are push on agenda to, you know. May I read your conversation, you know. You're pushing an agenda as well, you know, CC. Come out and tell us what is this all about? Is it that you're burning a fire or you're in support of one sect to the next? Talk to us, CC. Call the phone. CC Lab. Name one commentator who doesn't want Boza, Blake, Bailey, Paris, Damian Lowe in the national team. Which name side that Jamaica playing? Catalunya, Alger. Yankney Graham said Teddy embodies Mr. Speed, similar talking point, and all phone. Yankney. Owen, up and running, Cataract, and multiple others. CC Sports Hub, just a question, bro. So, person born to Jamaican parents or even grandparents born outside should not be considered Jamaican. Why are they afford the same right as those back at home? Until my question is answered about do you want 23 overseas developed players and one locally developed player can be called if a diaspora chooses to play. I'll never fight those who you consider local, but the same way you defend the people born in Jamaica, you should do so for Jamaicans born overseas as well. Equal opportunity for all. So CC, call the man. Me know say you're on our agenda to, you know, CC. Coach, ask those quota-based people a simple question. What should be the goal of Jamaican football? Just showing up for football games or performing well and advance in the country's football? That's a very good question, Everton. J. Ross, the man xenophobic, bro. It's hard for him to suppress it. Most people just question things for question's sake. Brother, example, why is water wet? None of them, man, they not express such thing. If I even Bailey and Blake alone, them want in the team. Me tell you, say, he reach it now fresh, 15.5. People, they on a journey, you know, 20K, you know, people. 20K with upon that journey they with upon. I want to say. CC, I've been around local football for more than 32 years. Spend money on a team in my area for 5 years, and I love my countries. No, I wouldn't want a 23 all overseas squad, but the best local. CC Sportab, your question is flawed because I don't see the national of it, the rationale of it. When all locals make it and play overseas and get kids overseas, how will they be viewed? By the way, I got a second in social studies and a 3 in history. So what is a second? You mean you come second in the Caribbean? Because you see them argument that all right, Teddy Lee, why you don't count 1, 2, 3? You say 1 second 3. Who you follow now? Eh? Teddy Lee Gray. Why you say I got a second in social study? There's no grade by the name of second in social study. Don't play with me, Teddy Lee. Coach Minzy, can you ask CC Lab and his quota clan if he would support a quota system by the JFF, for example, mandating that all JPL and Tier 2 squads must include at least 5 U20 players? Improb would agree with that, man. Yeah, of course, Fresh God, it has to be a balance. Has to be a balance. If 23 local players make up the team, that is a rubbish team. Pure hate love them again. Having heard the likes of CC piping up, can I persuade you that the challenges facing Reggae Boyz squad selection are not going away? And I agree with you, Richard. I totally agree with you. So you see, a narrative has been painted, and what has happened is that the fans have chosen sides. Nobody's thinking for themselves. A man does hear an argument and just pick a side. Hey, that's why I say me hard to persuade in the Teddy League. I go tell me, say now, him can't say, yo, may I come. Because what, people are going to laugh off you and people are going to put why in the comment section. I care zero. I don't give a care if they want to put why in the comment section. I just smile and move on. But you're going to say, I get, by the way, I got a second in social study. There's nothing as a second in social studies. Stop your nonsense, steadily. Where you get that argument from? If you're intellect steadily, you can't follow up that. When a person tries to measure our talent, then divided them because of where they were born, there will be an issue. You came second in infant school, okay? most social study across the Caribbean. I can't. There's nothing but a grade second. I think critically, it's because me great grand them originally from Cuba, and the next set are Jews. As white Jews, me understand out of many one people think. It's all around us. Some people blind to the truth. I not even know the national anthem, much less I'm born at Kingston, Jamaica. They can't denounce your nationality, Dr. GG. Bless up coach. Saw you in a Champs video in a lion and raven shirt. A Champs video in a lion and raven shirt. Champs video. You can never see me in a Champs video. You sure, Garth Williams? Which video that? You normally see me in a video, unless a YouTube. CD, I ain't a debater. I use time to prove my point. I don't come to challenge people's mind. No, and Teddy Lee, you know why you get offended in a brother. I use that point because you are talking about the outer many one. I say that is a good argument, Teddy. But the examples or the supporting argument that you use has not convinced me. And since you now pick up things where people say, or where the states or whoever say, why are you talking like that? You got second in social study. That doesn't say anything to me. So that means you follow the narrative where I go around now, So you can't say the word come. You can't say me a come. You can't say tickle and all of these things. Because you follow the narrative. So it's not about debate, Teddy Lee. It's about substantiating your point. Because it's not about changing minds either. If you bring out a point, make people think about it based on your supporting argument. If you're going to bring about an argument, it not necessarily means that you want to change people, but you throw it out. So I'm saying your argument has to be convincing to me, and that is me. I don't know what the other people are saying. That's just me. Balance, that the key. CC is pushing something, of course. Just them call him. Yeah, man, I know, but me say it. From me see the argument, me know that CC a push something. But more want him call. CC Sports Lab, on the other hand, if the 23 best players are born in the country, I have no problems. So if the best are born outside of Jamaica, I wouldn't have an issue either. Not just a player from a particular club or Casafa players. Only Jamaica football is Jamaicans football. But we can't reward potential. Only the players have to be ready to fight for the nation. CC, what you see? All 23 man JPS xenophobic. CC is a joke. I'm making a joke. I personally believe motto was created to prevent uprising in the country. The majority of the population is black, but the wealth reside with the white and Chinese. If they, us, we're all Jamaicans. Call him out, port CC me at 80 when they try to create a divide. But me telling you, a narrative was thrown out, this whole quota thing, and the people pick side without reasoning it out for themselves. Now, if you reason for yourself, don't follow what people say. Think about it, put it into context, contextualize everything. When since we reach here, it's about quota and them who not born a foreign and who not this and that. So if my uncle, if my brother have a child, seen in a US, is not my niece or nephew. Okay, we don't have nothing to do with each other. That's what you're saying? That can't be the case. I don't know. I don't know. CC. Call in CC. Jason, that's just it. Some man I tell you the 23 best is always overseas. But CC, some man, you've been talking about what people are saying. What does CC say? Because you can't change people's mind, when they pick side, brother. And they have to think about taking themselves from a particular side, You understand? Big up Pristine. When we ever going to stop with local, it bothers me, Karumi. I don't like it, man. We are all Jamaicans. All right. You see the hypocrisy now. A man live a US. Him get naturalized. It no matter when him talk about him a Jamaican, some of them don't even renew them passport. See? So they are Americans, but their roots is in Jamaica. See? So can you tell that man he's not an American, he's not a Jamaican? No, him not gonna buy it, even though in documentation tell us that he's an American. We need to cut this thing, man. Once and for all. And you have some people that push the movement. We are all Jamaicans. That's why we talk about the parish of England, the parish of Canada, the parish of the United States, and whichever other parishes Jamaicans are up around the world. Every single place you go on this land, on this globe, you're going to be finding a Jamaican. I guarantee you that. brother say him reach somewhere, you know, and him go have a drink. And him see the person and go so the cup. I shake the cup. Who else do that in our world? Not Jamaicans alone do that, man, with the ice in a cup and a shake. We do that. Man, them comparing water without out of many one. Coach, when is the game? The game is gonna be May 25. Teddy Lee is not comparing. Me just said that to make a point. That's where the problem is. Some see the glass half full, all others. Hey, Jason, for me, and that glass half full, glass half empty, I'm gonna be optimistic. The glass half full. A glass easy to go to full up. Yeah, add more substance to it, the glass will go full. Half full, me see it. I'm very optimistic, man. I see not half empty, half full. Or if you want to call it AWFUL or HAFL, FUL. Coach, sound like CC, you push for your Chapitan Maroons baller. Them get a call up. Oh, that CC though. Okay. You all know see what happened. We all go World Cup local and overseas because we never find the balance. Not only that, we are war. I got a B then. There's no B in social study, Teddy Lee. No matter what you said. There's after a cape, man, tap your foolish. Once a CXC and numbers them work with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and graded. Teddy Lee, you got a 2 in social study. Tell me the foolishness. What is that? Probably not in a film era still in J-Ross. It probably never easy to get a 1 in a social studies. So what is the quota in JPL already? What is the quota? You them need for player. So coach, like our social study class I keep when are the class party? And Jason responsible for the party today and birthday. Teddy Lee, I want to your line a while ago. Alright, just
made
echo.
in China.
Are the pause just decide to get there for the line?
China intervene, you know. Yep, I'm not stay long. Quarter in the JPL, I think then they bring something where I'm say you have to play a certain amount of youth in your side.
So you call that quota or equality?
I couldn't know equality. Suppose we say, all right, the best players to play on them, they know them 25 or something. So the JPL say them want the youngsters to sell and whatever, so them I say. I don't remember what the number, but I think them say if you have certain amount of youngsters on the roster.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I listen,
I remember in the past appear, you know, the youth have never used to, even now when you say Cavalier and them, that not even in the past, maybe Portmore United normally boss youngsters. But the other teams them were focused on winning titles, not focused on the youth. So the JFL say EWA are our PIC who govern the JFL.
No,
I think the professional something.
Yeah, man, that Chris Williams responsible.
Yeah, nobody there. Yeah. Like them say, youth, you have to have a certain amount of youth. I mean, I agree with it. So the people where maybe as a quota disagree with them, so them agree with that or what? Or it should be the best players player, even if them then are them 30.
Even me don't know. People here steadily asking a question. They want to believe according to him the quota system for the JPL that includes youth. Hey, well I tell you.
Yeah.
Eagle Republic has said me need to practice what I preach. Out of many one people. How come it's only Shelly alone you big up? What about Ilian Times? Is Shelly your cousin? Eagle Republic, that is not true. You see me put M-Bomb up on my page. You see me put Ilian. You see me put what you call it? You see me put Shelly. You see me put Sherika Jackson. You see me put Christopher Taylor. You see me put Brenna Williams. Come on, Eagle Republic. Should I continue? But at the end of the day, everybody have them favorite.
Yeah, that one actually like in a big side. Who are you, Ilian or Shelly? Shelly.
No, me rate two of them.
No, who are your favorite?
Who are my favorite?
Yeah. You must never answer. You can't pick side.
Of course, I can't pick side. Of course. Who are your English Premier League team? Who are your local Premier League team?
No, I'm not an English Premier League.
Who are your local Premier League team?
Yeah, me report more, you know?
Exactly. So you can't tell me I can't pick side. And Shelly on the side. Shelly on the side. Listen to me. I support all the Jamaicans, male and females on the mother track and field. But me have a favorite. Nothing wrong with that.
So who is the goat? Which one are the goat?
Who is the goat? Right now,
yeah,
Shelly a lead. Right now, Shelly a lead. If Ilian come World Championship and do some crazy thing, she gonna surpass. Me not lie.
Yeah, me I see a post of Shelly for real. Your post of Ilian to what? Let's just say I love post Shelly, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, so I'm not sure people, them need, maybe you need to have a discussion with this quota thing. It's not no side thing. I just, me call for this, because what the road me I look for? Balance. Because, as I say, if you some people them reason, because if you look on the best 23 players out, you can get one of them from UK. You know that. Even Blake couldn't get kicked out of the side, so you know that.
By who?
What you say?
By who?
I think one goalkeeper named Fern, some West, I think a Sheffield United, something like that, but one championship where kind of okay.
Him have passport?
Yeah. No, no passport. But most of the man where you might have a car for no passport, so anyway, for the Jamaican world, because you have a parentage, but you need other stuff to be a Jamaican, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I try to say, the people, I'm not going if I'm born overseas, or people have used the example. If I'm overseas in the diaspora, I want my son, I want my grandson to play for Jamaica. Now I got to ensure so them get all of the papers are qualified, you know, to at least play for Jamaica. And if them good enough, they make it, but there are some parents who if them pick the don't make the side or whatever, them cuss and say, boy, you know, they are being undermined or whatever.
They're not true sometimes, but sometimes that go on steadily. Sometimes that go on. So yeah, you have to the parents them have to speak, and it's true. Sometimes it happens. They are overlooked.
You're overlooked for why? Because I'm not good or what?
No, I'm not saying. Listen, some people are going to be saying the person not good because they don't want to play them. That's not necessarily not the case.
Not good. If I'm a parent,
but suppose the parent don't know nothing about football. Every parent think them child are the best in anything them do. You know, once them are do sports, a parent are gonna say Pitney good. And are the best.
I know one of them parents, if my sister, you know. But then again, Jamaica and the world where I grew up, you know, we are parents. Everybody have different parenting skills, you know. But CC, call the program, you are ranting at the comments next time and call. I make the people hear what you find your mind, you know.
Somebody, Peebo Harris is asking if you have anybody living overseas.
Yeah. Everybody have somebody live overseas. Well, we must say, like, because if you change my views or because of family or
it's just a question the man asking.
No, me make up for my answer.
No, but me can't tell what man think.
No, I notice.
Me not gonna do that.
When we always notice people because for example, if somebody in your family are criminally, like, you know, like you have to support right, you know? No. But that's why everybody have different views, not because I have only a family overseas, them know me things. So, you know, them disagree and fuck me off, me now beg nobody not up. So I just saw the situation, not because somebody over there, you know? So I just that type of reason them why some people come with. Not because a family member do this and that you supposed to automatically agree. And all of my family members maybe share my views. I just
But everybody in our family now go share the same views. That's impossible.
Then call one person the bad egg or bad whatever, you know? But you get what I say?
Me,
But the
yeah,
second, you're supposed to know me talk with the second. Come on, this Jamaican thing, you know? But, you know, yeah, so we just say we call the second in a serious subject and a bag of thing. And by the way, people, we had boasted because maybe the passing social studies nothing, you know what I mean? But because I saw somebody in the comment section, I said some social life, I could teach social study or something, you know? But, you know, these are person of history, so I know about a lot of stuff, you know? But I'm not a teacher. By the way, I'm not a teacher still.
But Teddy,
I can't teach to save any life, you know?
But what me need to ask you believe in the education system? Eh?
In Jamaica?
Yeah.
It's a big different conversation, yeah. Because I'm going to say what No, I don't believe it because it's geared towards the female side. I'm going to say don't gear towards the male.
Why you think it? So you have technical school, you have university of technology. How it's supposed to gear toward? Or if you gear towards
the
the girls?
Part of it, when I say males learn different, that's what I say is a big deal. Males learn differently than females. I know the education system set in Jamaica, it's geared mostly towards females.
Why? Why?
Because female, the curriculum and something like sort of is geared towards female.
Tell me, you can't just Virgin. You can't just tell me that, you know. You can't just tell me that.
Yeah.
You have to give me strong argument, Teddy.
Well, I said males learn differently from females.
Everybody, and I know that males learn different from female, but you can't just say the curriculum. What about the curriculum that attracts female more than male?
Not attract it. As I say, it's a long discussion. I think what if people maybe would agree with me in the point in this comment section, say the education system mostly geared towards female.
Hey, me believe say Teddy, me believe say education system flawed enough. But the argument we answer because it gears toward female. Me no buy the argument, the brother.
Another tell one
but you use that as your tier one argument. So once you use it as your tier one argument, me not gonna support it.
Yeah, because if you notice how everybody argue, well, the men are not going to school and they're not getting certain subjects or whatever.
But that,
I remember that.
That now nothing to do with because it's something there. What sparked their interest? Them something there if you tell me, you know.
What sparked female interest?
No, the male interest where you say something there.
Yeah, vocational, as I said, males, female learn differently. Either we teach a youth them, the males are supposed to teach them differently from females. But the man say a segregation, we're supposed to teach everybody the same. Don't try to teach men differently and about that.
Steadily, little more, man.
Yeah.
Big up yourself. Child was tired. Wee. Where's the Jason? I beg him before in that comment section. Child was tired. People, no must get the point of me I try and make. You see, if you have a support of an argument, you see your opening statement have to be captivating. It has to be telling. You can't just go tell me say you don't like education system because it gears towards female. That not tell me nothing. You understand? That not tell me nothing. Me have a next program, you know. We can't have a next program, people. we talk about general stuff. Look like we have got teach some people some stuff in the band. Hey, education system is flawed, yes. If Teddy get no man, I'm not doing get the flawed when he go saying get second in a social study. Giovanni, a second man say him getting a social study. What can I do? Listening, this man allow me to think, think like an idiot. Ian Cameron, because hey, of course, we have some work to do. Some work, me not gonna do. I just check my phone and me see the big information jumping on me in my phone. You know, I suppose we are doing live now. This is true. In Jamaica, if you have photographic memory, you are the greatest student ever. Low blow by Giovanni. Jason. Yeah, man, we can't have the teacher's desk, man. Because trust me, we need to teach some things, you know. RM said it. Yeah, of course, the thesis statement is very important, my critical. In order for you to move on, you have to have a thesis. You can't move on and you don't have it, brother. That's why I have to tell you, he might have some good concept, some good ideas, but the thesis is poor, man. And me mark hard in it, brother. Teddy Lee sound like some guys I know back in the day who come with them crazy wisdom after them burn something. We say no teacher's desk. Yeah, man, we can have a next show, man. Can have a next show. So we can have. Welcome to the coach's desk. You're live.
What? The show still going?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hold on, the coach, man. Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, man, we are here.
Yeah, coach, here what going on, man. What I'm saying is, a lot of times persons feel like the hard questions. For example, a man might ask me, CC, what's your view on something there in terms of overseas, something the diaspora and players versus local developed players that are players developed outside the island, who is Jamaican, just like the player then developed on the island, right? And I'm saying that I think we should approach it from a balanced perspective. Oh, you're xenophobic because you want local man on the side. I did not say I wanted local man on the side, no. But guess what? You realize that, coach, a lot of times if you ask the question, do you consider locally developed players to be at the level of the overseas developed players? If your answer is no, then basically you're saying that not one locally developed player is eligible for the squad. You understand where I come from? And if that is the answer, then basically the person is being xenophobic to having 23 diasporan players because you're saying that they are better. And what basis are you saying that they're better? Because they were developed in England at better facilities.
But no, hold on, CC. Hold on. But if these players go through the whole trial and error and camps and practice games, and then you realize that they display attributes that the coach would want to be a part of his sort of play, wouldn't you consider them being better?
No, I don't have a problem with that. What I'm saying is, coach, I'm asking on what merit would you say the person who is developed locally isn't as good as the person who is developed overseas?
No, but CC, hold on. Let us be fair, CC. Let us be fair. And we cannot be swinging to a side without the facts. Seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes, local developed players are taken overseas, and some of them have to go through rigors of certain things that they missed out throughout their early years of development. Some have to be placed in academies, some have to be sent out on loan, trying to develop an aspect of their game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand? So when it comes
Yeah.
on to tactics, when it comes on to movement, when it comes on to certain aspect of the game, of course the overseas players would have been in academies that would have had personnel who are trained. Not to say so the only thing that we are facing locally is that we don't have the resources, and coaches on the island need to develop themselves some more. If we get that, trust me, we don't need nobody. Because the resources is here already in the case of the players. That's a human resource. Already the talent they are enough. But in order to own these talents, they are not prepared for international market, brother. And we have to call it the spade a spade.
But not saying no, coach, but I'm saying to you, all right, for example, if a man asks me which squad would I want to see, and I said that I would want to see a squad with a mixture of locally developed players and overseas players. When you ask a person the question, which squad would they want to see? You know what they use as a cop out?
Mm-hmm.
The best players. The best players. Who are the best players?
But CC, I can tell you that's why. But CC, that's why you have to be strong with what you convict in. I know. I love to see when you have a mixture. I don't care who the guy who believe what them want. Sure, things that coaches this, but that with me life is when we have a mixture of the best players on the island and overseas, if that's the case.
Exactly.
Me not afraid to talk that.
Exactly.
But look at you afraid to talk that, CC, because you're going to say other people.
I told that still.
You're afraid, yeah. You're afraid that what people are going to say. And you have to be thick-skinned, brethren. You understand? We want the best players, yes. But what if the best players is a combination of local and overseas? What do you mean? I have no problem with that. Nothing wrong with the balance. But CC, tell me your point of view. What is your stance? Our CC, the run gone?
No, I'm there.
No, man, I say what is your stance on it? What sort of team you'd want to see?
I am saying the team that I would want to see is a mixture of the best locally developed players and the best overseas developed players as a combination. But I do not want to see the 23 overseas players, and I do not want to see 23 locally developed players. That makes no sense. And I'm saying that there are persons who do not want to say it, but they would want to see 23 overseas developed players because they're saying that those 23 players are better than anything you can produce locally, no matter where they come from. And I'm saying that you cannot be using that kind of statement. And whenever I say it, oh, you're xenophobic, but I say, if that is the notion being xenophobic, then I can say, I'm going to push a local agenda. Or am I pushing a local agenda when I say I want a mixture? What is wrong with saying that you want a mixture?
You just say you want a mixture, but in the comment section, you never did say that.
No, in the comment section, I was saying that I wanted to ask them the question.
And that's why I say you push an agenda in CC, because you never did say that in the comment section.
All right, here why may I say? Maybe it's not an agenda. I'm saying the question is this, coach. I would want them to answer this. Do they want 23 overseas developed players and no player from locally developed can make the team?
But me don't think nobody ever said that, CC. Nobody never said that.
No, they don't say it, but that is what they want.
So you read their mind, CC?
No, I mean, I have to read their mind. You read the conversation. Listen to the conversation. If a man ever tell you,
I listen to the conversation and I'm not gathering that. The man them said the best. You said them I use the caveat of wanting the best players wherever they come from. You can't tell me say it a swing towards overseas. No. It can be a mixture as well.
But I'm saying to you, coach, they are going to cap out because but remember, I
CC,
did
y'all
not
try to
say,
read people mind, CC.
look here, hold on, coach. Hold on, I'm going to show you my point. I am not, when I've been asked, I have never wavered in saying that I wanted the mixture of the best players. But because I dropped in the fact that I said I want the mixture of players locally developed and overseas developed, push a local agenda. Because,
Who said that to you?
No, but I'm saying to you that if you even look at the comment, they must tell us me push a local agenda.
Because when you were in the comment section, that's what I just said to you. You sounded that way. But now you're explaining. That's why I prefer people talking about Virgin. That's why I tell you to call a long time, Because sometimes your argument can be misread based on what you're saying in writing. That's why that's why I called you to come on so you can clarify it, brother.
Yeah.
That's why people say that's why CC. People in the comment section took on your argument because of what you were saying. See, people know I say you contradict yourself because that's not what you were saying in the comment section, CC.
All right. For example, may I say Bowen, you want me to call him? So may I say Sayan Bowen, Owen. But I'm not a person of calling any name.
But you just did.
Them. Yeah, but I'm saying that they want me to call their name, so I call them name and give them some fame. They don't want to call their name and give them some fame. But I'm saying to say, why don't they stick out their chest and say they want 23 overseas players because they are the best players? Why don't they say that? Because that is what they want to say. And it's not a matter of reading mind, coach. If you say, coach, look at it like this. If you say the 23 overseas developed players are the best players, why don't you say you want them in the team? Because they are the best players and you want the best players. And nothing locally produced is better and I can match up. That is the question, And I'm not even talking about seeing a team when they're in the comment section talking about Blake and Bailey and all these things.
So which team you did that talk?
No, I am talking overall, and then you have the under-20 program and the youth program that is currently in process.
But CC, all along the comment section, nobody never get that, Catalunya is from in Europe, Dean Fraser. Spain. Hold on, then if you look for a comment where Fabian full, right? I don't see it, Dre. CC is a fool 23 overseas players can't play for the Jamaica because Bailey, Blake, Low, Bowser have to get picked. You hear that? So the man I say, even though the people might have said that, according to you, it can't happen because of Bailey and them man there.
So coach, the coach's desk can have to be defending Bowser several times.
Who, me or you?
I'm saying, have you never been hosting this and has to be defending Bowser's talent and Bowser's ability to play in like English Premier League and Bowser's ability versus other strikers?
Yeah, because
I'm telling you have persons who would have picked a striker who is overseas developed over Bowser. And when the man come talk, they have been disingenuous in stating Bowser and them thing they went. If they had the opportunities to not call a Bowser, they would have not called a Bowser.
But when Bowser,
they would have 5 strikers better than Bowser.
But hear this now, CC. Hear this now. When Bowser never play in the last, what people did I say? People never did that cuss because they want him to come.
Me that cuss because I say, Bowser.
No, me not say you. Yeah, single it out now. But a lot of people did a call for him. Yeah, and why Bowser went under scrutiny is because he got a lot of goal scoring opportunity and he never did make use of it.
Yeah, we don't say no in a coach.
So that's why people did that talk.
All right. For example, we're going to use the local man about the matter. Bowser, Bailey, Blake. Right now you have persons who want to replace. May I tell you, say, the man who want to replace Blake. I mean, I tell you, say, they don't want some persons now
replace him with who?
Blake. Well, I'm not talking replacing Blake, looking at a keeper that is probably locally developed, because I don't think we have any issue in finding a locally developed keeper as good as a keeper C Brown as good as a keeper who is Aaron Jones or Juan Jones. Yeah, man. So I say I don't think we can have a issue finding a locally developed keeper as such. But I'm saying that persons do not want. It's like how we come out and face the criticism, and we come on camera and face the criticism. A lot of persons will stay behind the keyboard and type something, but they will not come out fully with their chest out and say, yo, this me want and this me believe in. So I say, if me believe in the best mixture, whether it be locally versus overseas, but me not believe in a 23 overseas player because you're going to say that they're the best players. They have might be in the better facilities, but it's a talent trumps a lot of things. A man can be as talented as a man who is developed overseas, but he has not necessarily been training in the better facilities.
Yes, and I said that earlier, CC, when I look at the facilities, when I look at the resources, but the fact of the matter is that talent is here. You can't, I don't care when nobody wants it. Talent full up here. We have a reservoir of talent in every sport. You understand? But you see, CC, CC, every single individual in the 7.8 billion people on this world, even a set of twins, they share different opinions on varied topics. So you see the 100 odd people in the comment section right now are watching the show. They have differences in opinion on the topic that we're talking about. We're discussing.
Yeah.
So it's not for us to really push down a man if him have him opinion, you know, because you really have people probably when they never say it in the comment section who want a all local, who want a all overseas, who want a mixture, who want a certain amount of number local versus overseas. Yeah, people like that, and that's their opinion. Nothing is wrong with that. Coach. You see me, I say, so when we are reason, I want people to understand that we have to respect people's opinion.
But I want to ask them, I want to ask the people them, when say, persons are discriminated against players from the diaspora. I want to ask them, are they not discriminating against players that are locally developed? Because this is the question, coach. One person might throw a question, discriminate against overseas developed. But they're not looking at the point of view, are you not discriminating against a person who is locally developed? If my child dominated schoolboy football, because guess what happened? Look at it like this, coach. A schoolboy football, him can play because he's in Jamaica, and born in Jamaica. He dominates schoolboy football. He's going to the Premier League, and he has played well. Should he not, he has dominated amongst his peers, should he not be afforded a call up to the team? Because
call up to which team?
The national team is dominated at the levels that he has played at locally. But because he's playing in a lesser league versus other players.
Let me answer. Me get the point you make. What I'm saying, you dominate in the league against schoolboys that doesn't have tactical or whatever. You say the league with them playing, so you have to judge them based on what them there and who them play. Yeah. I can agree with you with that. Let me answer now, CC. Answer now. My point to that is that a coach might be looking on and see the dominance by that player because of the league that they are playing in. But at the same time, there are some aspect of his game that needs fine-tuning that the coach will still not select him. Go play some Premier League games first and see if he can improve on those. Nothing wrong with that either.
Coach. You hear me say now? I am saying that, for example, I go schoolboy football, then me I tell you so when the man come, this player now came into the Jamaica Premier League because that is where his opportunity is easier to get into the Jamaica Premier League before he can go overseas. So him development that come through Jamaica. He is dominating at the JPL level, but JPL is like 6 levels below the English Premier League level or whatever. Should that player not be called because there's a player in the championship that you're saying that you would rather call that player in the championship versus this player? Should that player not have the equal opportunity to make the team based on that?
Both of them could be called to a camp. At the end of the day, like me say, I'm still going to reiterate the point. He might dominate against the schoolboys, but put him up against the big men. There are some movements, there are some inadequacies in his games.
Yeah, coach.
So that may I say, but you would have still give them an equal opportunity by bringing them in a camp.
Yeah, I'm saying in the JPL, if a man dominate the JPL and another man don't dominate the championship, I may tell you, say, you have persons who would call it to the man who don't dominate the championship and say, oh, the man will dominate the JPL. They're still not giving the man an equal opportunity.
It's so like you talk about what name? What is striker name? The Watford striker. They look like another striker they attack.
No. No.
Me and a mind reader, but they look like another striker they attack.
Listen, coach, me not really pick out no player or pick on any player. All me I try to say is that when a person is being argumentative against overseas developed versus local, at no point in time I call the players overseas players. I said overseas developed, because that is what it is. The fact of the matter is that player was developed overseas. There's no denying that. There's no going around that. But I'm saying
let me ask a question. All right, make us stay on the island. Let us look at it and probably put it into context, because you have youths that play, say, in Clarendon, in St. Catherine, in Kingston, and the Manning Cup teams that are top teams. Is it as a result of where they are playing that gives them more eyes to persons seeing them rather than them playing in Clarendon, in Moby and them places there? So you always have this in Ireland issue where they say the country baller they now get no look in and the town baller them get all the look in. Is that being unfair as well?
That's why there's a lot of biases in a lot of ways, but I say, when we discuss the football thing, it's just like I said, coach. If you think that 30 persons are better at something than next, say you have a group of 60. 30 of these persons come from Kingston and 30 come from Moby. If you think that the 30 Kingstonian is better than the 30 Moby because of whatever its local resource or what, but the 30 Moby persons were dominating their contemporary. But the 30 Kingstonian, they are in a bigger hole, so then probably 5 out of the 30 is dominating their peers, but the next 25 is not necessarily dominating. What is the criteria on which you will select from both pools? Or is it that you're going to select the 30 from Kingston because Kingston have the best facilities? So therefore, Kingston must be producing the better players.
Well, see, I don't even know what to say.
No, I'm just saying, if a country is producing, remember, England has the better facility. England versus Jamaica have the better facilities. So therefore, I'm going to say it's warranted to say that the better facilities, the more resources, better coaching and everything. So chances of them producing 40 players that are better than anything that we have to produce on the island is the percentage is higher. However, does that mean that what do we do with the persons who are dominating temporary locally?
But that's what I answer. I answer that, So if you're gonna call a camp, these players have to be included. And the best are gonna come out of the camp.
But then they're gonna ask when the camps to me sounds fair, but then look at it like this. The camp is only for the persons who plays locally.
No, but you can't tell me where my camp are gonna be.
Oh, you're a camp. I get it.
Remember, you say So we have a situation where we see 2 strikers going well. One over this and one over here. See? I want to get them together in a situation where I am going to see them closely knit together and see who do what. Remember, it's not always about when you see like players, clubs and all these things taking players, it's not only about their physical ability, It
No, man,
takes
me
on
no
a
want.
whole professional attitude and all of that, you know, CC.
Because look at Olivier Giroud. Olivier Giroud, to me, is like a consummate professional anywhere him go. Olivier, in the tail end of his career right now, not getting much game in a lot of clubs. But when Olivier does get the game, I see him come out and him give 1,000%. So to me, if you would sign a player, you would want to sign a player of an Olivier Giroud professional ilk in terms of how he approaches the game.
But CC, another question. Another question, CC. So the man will dominate the JPL scene, and a next man from a next league come and them got training. But the JPL man can't move off the ball as quickly as possible. And every time him lose the ball and them thing there. Because what the speed of the game is above his level. What you do in that situation?
Basically, you have to pick the person who is better, better in the training session.
So now that me I say now, CC, me I go always look for the top players them in the league locally. And if me see a next man over there, so me scout that is eligible to play for us, I am going to always carry them into camp. You know why? That shows equity. Because if you don't do that, then persons will always have these arguments going around.
But coach, how much man I go on come a camp? I'm gonna play championship. I tell you now, you want to come a camp versus I'm gonna play JPL.
No, that's not that.
A bigger baller.
No, but listen, Bridging. It's when you're a leader, Bridging, you gotta put out your stops them, you know. And who want to work with it, you know. Who cannot work with it, don't work with it, you know. Sometimes you have to rule by iron fist, you know.
Exactly.
What you mean you can't afford because you think you're the better strike? You have to come prove yourself.
That's why to me, coach,
and if contract assign them things, they should be a part of it too.
That's why me think because of the ranking, because of where our football is. I think that anybody who come play for the team, brother, we should have a camp. If we have a next player, if we have a play, if a man come from overseas and we look and say, oh, this man far superior to anybody we have as a central defensive midfielder, then I don't think it is prudent to even bother have a camp if I can make a judgment after that. But I'm saying at the end of the day, as I put it rightfully, coach, I'm going to have to put on him foot and say, oh, here we God. If you feel like he's a bigger baller because you're playing a championship, then stay. But if you now come work with the program of our selection process, then I'm not going to bother call you, brother. But there has to be a selection process where you evaluate each player against the harder player to see who is at the level required that you want to be playing in the program. But you cannot be based off. Because at the end of the day, as I say, a man go play. You cannot play who is not in front of you.
All right. So CC, if you agree with this argument, you're invariably agreeing with the argument that the best players must play.
Yeah, man, I'm agreeing that the best players must play.
Okay,
coach.
okay. Just to make you know, man. Just to make you be aware, say, yeah, I agree with that.
I'm in agreement that the best players must play. However, how do we evaluate the best players? And I don't think evaluating the best players should only be that one man play championship and one man play JPL. Because if a man play JPL and score 30 goals, and a man play championship and score 12 goals, you're going to say JPL is a much weaker league. So you rank it in a coefficient. The weighting for JPL goals comes down to the man in JPL basically scoring 10 goals versus the weighting for championship is that the man scored 12 goals in the championship could have come at JPL come score 35 goals. So that's why I say, how do you what is the coefficient behind grading this league? Because one is a far superior league then basically because it has multiple other players and more money, more commercial value being in that league. But how do you grade the player coming out of that league versus the player that is in the JPL? Because if one man scores 3 times the amount versus another striker who is scoring 10 goals in the championship, and you know what persons might say? Yo, a championship, the man play more the championship man. But some persons might hide behind a rock and not say it because they fear being how does it know, chastised or criticized. Probably like they would say, CC, I push local agenda. I am pushing a Jamaican agenda. A Jamaican football team with the best players and a Jamaican football team that has an equitable and fair
Selection process.
Selection process,
Mm-hmm.
and not something that is we have to guess and a spell. We should be able to coach this. We should be able to come on and can do a program and say, oh, and highlight the selection process behind the national program for more. You see, this would allow more persons to be educated on the national program, and therefore attract more something the crowds, attract more fans, because a lot of persons are living in the country but they're not a fan of the national team or the national program. So because they don't understand the process, because I'm gonna go say you not understand how academic side and you not understand how this man make the side. But if person see the transparency behind the selection process and not necessarily nationality, not territorial business or anything like that, then you have to remove those kind of barriers because we are living in a global world. Everybody could live in a Jamaica, coach. Me happy says some of these persons migrated. You know why? It opened up the opportunity for me to get a job. Because at the end of the day, if 100 away a fight for a job, coach, is better than 1,000 fighting for the same job. So sometimes you have to look at it from the point of view that some persons migrate, open up an opportunity for you who is still living locally. You migrate, you open up the opportunity for another person. Because if me migrate now, another person locally, I will get the job that I'm in.
Somebody overseas could have get it too.
Yes, no, but I'm just saying that basically. And about jobs, persons are here crying about a lot of things. Imagine if a lot of these persons never migrate. So for me to come on here and probably say something that is with regards of a person not being able to represent the country that they were born or the country that their parents were born is nonsensical, because at the end of the day...
Hold on, CC. Everton, I know CC start the argument there, no? And me start the argument, you know. So, you know, when you talk about you understand where CC I try to talk, you know. And me start the argument and him a piggyback on it. And me make CC talk like say him have sense. Because first of all, when CC was in the comment section, CC wasn't deliberating like this. People, I drop a camera, drop off. First God, CC base voice make a camera jump off at top of it.
Yo, but coach, let me tell you, the man them know say yo. One thing I know is this. I'm not gonna say to my own and anything. I can say that my intellectual capacity can be matched up against a lot of persons. So if a man want to come say yo intellectually, we can challenge a person. I can't challenge you on the football level scale. If we are going to say we are going to play a football game. But if it comes down to the intellectual part of it, but at the end of the day, typing to me, sometimes I might write some words. To me, the texting is much more difficult.
And that's why I tell you to come on, CC, because when you speak, you express different from when you're writing, you know.
Yeah, so a lot of persons, I think a lot of times, just like this, I tell people all the while, coach, and I think that is why I love when come and coaches this. And when I was a coach is this only, but some person who like raising with is a person who is listening for understanding and not listening to respond. You have some persons them listen to respond. When they listen to respond, you don't give the other person the opportunity to explain what they're saying. Because basically you're trying to fight down everything that the person is saying. But I say this to say that when I call here, just like now, you listen to what I have to say, and then you understand, listen to get an understanding from what I have to say, and then craft your questions and suggestions around what I said, and not necessarily listening to respond and say, you're this, you're that, you're this. You understand, like, I name me, blame in game, because at the end of the day, we come to learn. The thing I'm look on, coach, we come to learn from everybody in the space. I don't know about nobody else, but me learn from everyone in the space. Whether the man do something wrong, I must say, I'm going to do that, you know. Or whether I do something right, I say, well, that is something that I think we could look at. You understand? So me think there's a learning part of it. Otherwise, why would you engage fully into something that you don't think you would learn, and engage in conversations with persons you don't think you would learn something from. So that's always the point of view that I'm coming from. But you know, a Jamaica will live, so people are gonna jeer people. If a man get a point, they can jeer with in terms of a man get that. The man can get the point now. So CC is xenophobic and CC is having a local agenda. That is what they're going. If me come now and start ball and cry and go on about, you know what? Every time a person come on, CC is local. As you reach on,
but CC, I can tell you, CC, I can tell you. Based, I'm gonna say it again. I said it before. I say it again. Based on what you were saying in the comment section, it came across that way. No, you came on the line, and with my help, you kind of explain yourself. And you probably couldn't explain it in the text because it was a back and forth thing. You understand?
Yeah, because the texting thing is more combative so my time, and there's not enough characters to expound on the thought. And then sometimes there's a lot of comments to be read. So it's not like necessarily your comment might be highlighted. So sometimes you'll be fighting with commenters in the comments about a lot of things. Because guess what? Everybody has an opinion. I am not coming to put across an opinion per se, much more looking for a solution in terms of making the program a program that is more transparent. Because that is what one of the things that we're lacking. There's no transparency.
Exactly, and because of that, you have varied arguments going around.
And then you have a bigger argument. Yeah, local agenda, overseas agenda, our kind of agenda is going around because but we don't have a transparent process. And then even the persons who in the same organization that should make the thing transparent, they probably come and say things that even close the judgment again. So people end up a pick side and I say, you understand what I say, coach? That's why I always say this, you know. I don't believe in persons being involved in the football that is currently affiliated with a club. Because I think you should have persons involved in JFF that is not affiliated with a club, but they have a lot of football knowledge. So they probably have used to own a club, used to be a manager at a club or a coach at a club, but they had some form of footballing experience, but they are not currently actively involved or affiliated with a club. There's no affinity to a club. They might say, oh, what you know, I'm a fan of Arnett Garden plays, I'm a fan of Portmore United plays. They can say that because people can always have their biases, but they cannot. So you can come out and say, boy, coach is this, or John Brown is affiliated with Coaches FC. Then there's no way a man can say, boy, the decisions of John Brown is because of his affiliation with this organization. That's what I said to me, you cannot be affiliated with a profit-based organization and then affiliated with a not-for-profit-based organization that is in the same business in terms of they are intrinsically linked in a way which it is mutually beneficial for you to be involved in a not-for-profit because it increases your opportunity of being profitable in your profit organization. So by that virtue, you eliminate the opportunity of person looking at the organization. That is the not-for-profit organization being one of a transparent nature. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't think that, so those are always the arguments that I am pushing. Those are always the things that I am looking at. I love the fact that you have persons in that have immense football knowledge, but I do not like the fact that you have persons who are deemed to be affiliated with clubs or have an affiliation with clubs, because it now leaves persons this bitter taste to say, oh, the man have 11 man come a trial. Oh, the man have 7 man come a trial. Because if you never affiliated with a club, you cannot say that argument gone. That conversation can never be, that conversation can never be had. It's just the same thing. One thing before we go, coach, is the same thing that I was pushing for the female final group games. I am saying that the next World Cup qualified campaign for the females, the final group game in CONCACAF should be an octagonal round. Because one can say that if Jamaica doesn't make it, you can always say, boy, we got Mexico, USA. We never got the opportunity to play at Trinidad. We never got the opportunity to play at Costa Rica, which were weaker, are deemed as weaker teams than Mexico and USA. And even probably, if you want to show 80 in the bracket. But if we had an octagonal round, just like what the Reggae Boyz faced, we could say, wow, at the end of the day, we got Honduras, we got El Salvador, we got Panama, we got countries that were ranked lower than us, countries that were ranked higher than us, countries that were beatable, and countries that we could have gotten a result from. However, we never made it. So we cannot, I'd be an excuse say, oh, a USA, Canada, Mexico group, them put in, you know. You understand? So that excuse right there, coach, is eliminated. You see, these are the things that I think persons have looked at, you know, they're eliminating excuses. So now we would have to say what we have said is that the preparation and the federation and a lot of things never went right. So therefore the boys, the Reggae Boyz weren't prepared enough to go through a campaign that would have been much more successful than the one they went through the other day. So these are the things I think solutions comes about to eliminate excuses and conversations that we do not want to have. And I can say this for the Reggae girls, I'm a strong believer that we will qualify for the World Cup. But there's also in the back of our mind of that way, if we don't qualify, a man can always say, oh, we are the toughest group. And I have always said that I do not want that to be the narrative. So the next time they have a World Cup qualifying campaign for the women, I think they should do something like that. Because look at it, persons are saying they're protecting USA and Canada. Because USA and Canada might possibly qualify for the World Cup. In the 2018 World Cup, there were no USA, no. You know that, coach. We all know that. But if they had a group game where they're saying Group A versus Group B, and they place USA in a group where they have only certain teams, there's a possibility that they could have made it to the 2018 World Cup. You understand?
Yeah, man. That is for another debate, though, CC. Because
that's for another debate. But I'm just saying these are
close off show, you know.
Yeah, I was just saying that I said that to say that these are the things that I look at like solutions to remove excuses and remove conversations that is unnecessary and just close the space and not focus on the real issue at hand. So blessings to have me on the show.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Big up all the people.
All right, CC.
Yeah, man.
All right, there you have it, people. CC. What is Catalunya? That's the country that Jamaica would be playing in the friendly. Some people spell it Catalonia. Some people spell it Catalunya. So brain drain does a pass through and I say, what is Catalonia? It's a country or one once as part of the whole in Spain, near Barcelona there about, you know. All right, we're getting our next call. People, I'm going to end the show shortly, you know. Caller, good afternoon. You're live.
Yes, coach's desk. Well, woman.
You're there, you know? What say you?
All right. I'm live. Good. You know, I've just have a few questions. I'm going to want to clear up some of my own purpose and maybe some persons who don't know the answers either. Can go ahead?
Yeah, man.
All right. One, this debate, this long-standing debate that has been going on, and I don't even know where it began with the English-born players versus Jamaican-born players and American-born players. No, I mean, when I looked into the teams I played throughout the last World Cup, I probably see the most overseas born players in a Jamaican team that I've ever seen before. That is just my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many overseas based players were there?
I can't put a number to it, that's well.
But it was a decent amount, yeah? Maybe 8, 9, 10 throughout the competition. Huh?
Say that again?
Maybe 8, 9, or probably up to 10 throughout the competition. I mean, interchangeably, right?
Yeah, possible.
So, I mean, how for my own benefit, how and where? Because I think that's a decent number for. I mean, the football. And only 11 players can be on a team, there on a field at any given time. So where is this long-standing debate? Because that doesn't show prejudice to me. So is it this prejudice? Is it an off the field thing? Because if it is not shown on the field, why are we concerned about what is off the field? We don't really understand that, and where's it coming from, and how long we intend to debate on it? Because we don't know. Help me out, the coach, please.
Well, this argument will not go away.
But it is not shown on the field,
No,
coach, because
sorry.
they have only put them on the field.
Yeah, but it might not be shown on the field because they are playing, but at the same time there is some sort of segregation.
Yeah, but coach, let me tell you something. Segregation is something that nobody can run from, because that is a part of the entire world. That's why you have Seventh-day Adventists versus Sunday Church versus Christian versus non-believers and all these things,
Mhm.
white and black and everything. Once you have a mixture,
It's
right,
not once you
of
have a mixture,
different
once you have people.
once you have people, exactly, you're gonna have differences. But to
Differences in
me,
opinion and all of these things.
exactly. But as far as I watch the match, let's say hypothetically speaking, we don't hear nothing more going on in the background. On the field, I don't see where there was any form of segregation in terms of side player selection, because I see a decent
An
mixture
argument. No, but
of
let me clear up for your caller. What's your name? So we can address you by your name.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard. The fact is that statements were made. Statements were made. Statements were made by the coach, the last coach. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that, I believe, is what has propelled this argument and gave it wings and legs to move through the months and the years.
Okay.
So,
Which was irresponsible of him, but at the
mhm.
same time, coach is not the beginning or the end of Jamaica's football. He's not the say all or the do all. You understand me? And to me, this conversation, I'm not saying that it's not conversation are not to be had, but at the same time, I don't know. It seemed kind of watered down to me, Honestly,
What is watered
it
down?
seemed exaggerated.
The
It seemed
argument?
exaggerated. You understand me? It seemed highly exaggerated to me. You understand me? Because naturally, even Jamaicans as a whole, we have a little thinking that everything come from foreign better than when they're Jamaica. That's the first thing about it. So I'm gonna say, you understand me, whether football or clothes or anything else, all you need to do is just put a foreign stamp on it and triple the price up there. You understand me? So we already, as Jamaicans, have a concept that everything from foreign better. So for one person to make an utterance, or a minority to make an utterance, but yet the conversation is so widely talked about, I don't know. It seemed highly exaggerated. You know that, brother?
Yeah, man, me I listen, yeah, man. Not talk at that one. Me have to listen, you know.
Okay. No, if you agree or disagree with me still, brother.
If the argument is exaggerated, I'm not.
I think it is. I think it is. I think it is, because let's see where the people like the overseas based player. I mean, you're 90% of the persons that come in. If you should run a poll, do a poll in your comment section,
Mm.
and you see. So if I would think, you understand me?
But you
To
know,
prove that there's no.
a lot of persons who watch the show are from the diaspora as well. So just putting that in.
So what are you insinuating? That is the persons who physically live in Jamaica?
No, I'm
You
telling you
have
that
done it.
the views are not only from the persons in Jamaica who live in Jamaica. The views are widely spread.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not insinuating. I'm
What?
saying it.
Yeah. So okay. So the views widely spread. that what view you are referring to though?
So now the view where you talk about the argument that
That
is
that 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 there's some bias, the extreme bias between the overseas base versus the local players.
right.
Okay, so you think that more people think that there's a bias?
Well, I have not done a survey. You asked me to do a survey, and I tell you that.
That's what I said. Think.
Well,
That's
I
what I
know.
said. Think.
I know. I can't think because I have to have empirical data. That I work with. I
Mm,
work with evidence. I can't just think
yeah.
and just think off the top of my head and say, all right, it goes sorry, not go so. No. We need data.
Mm,
So without that, I can't come
right.
to a conclusion on this matter.
Hmm. So what is your opinion then? So you have not. So all this time you haven't formed an opinion as to what it is because you haven't accommodated the conversations. So up to this time you haven't formed an
opinion on
opinion
what?
as to.
What argument? Ask me the question, you're asking me directly.
All right. The question I'm asking you is: do you think there is an overwhelming bias towards um the English-based players or against English-based players versus the local players?
If I think there's an overwhelming bias, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Evidence again.
Mm. You know, that's where I'm coming from, my brother. You understand? But I mean, if you take up a time or anything, because, you know, we keep hearing the conversation, boy. Me not think said the people might fight against the English just play them. And we keep looking for the evidence and we can't find it. You understand me? And we keep looking for the reasons and see the people in the comment section supporting the English based players. I personally support the English based players, but yet there will always be a minority who goes against something. You
Because
understand me?
the problem to that, Richard, could also be that if a one player is not selected, then the argument spin over to English based players not being shown the support because of, say, for example, uh, what's his name? Daniel Johnson
Grant.
and Anthony Grant, they weren't selected. They are based in England. You know, people are going to be saying that, you know, these men should be in the team based on who they selected over them, if you understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. So
Mm-hmm.
that could cause a
And
problem.
does the same thing apply to even Jamaican based players? I see the same thing apply, you know.
Yeah, man, and that's
Why
what CC was saying.
exactly
That's what CC was saying.
right? The same thing applies. So I say, why is it that that part though is being magnified more? Like every other person say, boy, them bias, them who?
And
So up
that's
to
why
this they
CC was
start to
saying
get
that,
a
and
little bit
CC was saying
suspicious.
that the persons who look on it one-sided, they are hypocrites.
Okay.
But this argument will never go away because the argument came out, and from the argument came out, one sector people pick a side, and that's it. Once them pick side, it's gonna be very difficult for people persuade them not to be in that sort of argument. And I'm not here to persuade anyone because everybody
Yeah.
is different in terms of how they perceive things.
That is true. That is true. And you said, me not say everybody not agree, but I still want to put in my two cents because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's conversations are healthy. You
Yes.
understand me? But I don't think it's healthy fair debate on this thing. For even for a person who is not from Jamaica, get bits and pieces about them bias against English first
But
player.
but
So
but
that man come
you know what we conclude, Richard, is that because
mm,
of there's not a possible procedure in order to select players that is known to the public, it tends to seem a little bit biased. So what myself, I came up with the theory and CC ran with it, is that if a local player is playing well, dominating the league, and they identify another player overseas, in order for there to be equity, both players should be called into a camp, and then training will take place, and then selection will be made from that. When that happens, then definitely nobody can say that each of those players didn't get an opportunity. But when they were put together to play against say each other, one outshine the other, and you have to pick the one. So you can use that argument by saying in the training session this occurred, and it's as a result of this player doing this and that player wasn't doing this. So you have basically a
Oh,
caveat to cover yourself rather than having this thing hanging in the air. No real answer to the questions.
so what you're saying is that the coach has a duty to the public, or to basically um t- tell the public exactly the exact process by which he goes to choose, by which he goes and choose every player, not just to announce the team. That's what you're saying.
That could be something that they look into,
So
because
if we should approach
it
it
is
from a
done elsewhere. Huh?
so you know how other countries select the team, they announce that.
Yeah,
Like each player, I chose this player because of such and
yes,
such and such.
they go through press conference, and they are asked questions by the journalist who represents the public. So they are asked questions, and they are told, why didn't you select Richard? Oh, Richard had the COVID-19, hence the reason he's unavailable.
Okay.
That is a fair enough reason, or he's unavailable because of personal reasons. He's ill. You don't even have to tell them the illness or whatever. But this is transparency.
Okay. So is it that the journalists here not asking the right questions, or they avoiding the questions,
I
or
don't
they
think
giving the
there
answers that they're not comfortable with?
is there sometimes of course in the past few games questions are being asked, because this coach Paul Hall is making himself available for press conference. So questions are being asked now.
Okay, and they're being answered to your satisfaction.
Not in totality.
Okay, okay. So we need to press the coach some more then in the press conferences.
Probably.
So the onus is back on us then.
But again, if the coach doesn't want to speak, you really can't get it out of him.
But he never showed that.
No, him
Him
never show
speak.
that.
I've
But
heard him.
yeah, him never show that. But I mean, sometimes, persons are good with words too, so they are able to skip and dally. You know what I mean? So,
Anyways, me think so. I wrap up those two. Me think so. A full time we move past that. You understand me? And look to the future. The coach present, I think, some more young players in the team, and I support that because you understand the youth of the future. So I really support that. Even though you have to have, as I'm say, new broom sweep clean, but old broom know the corners best. So you have to mix experience with young talent. You
mhm,
understand me? And we just have to, as somebody wrote in the comment, that right now time we trust the process, and just move forward. Because
mhm,
if we keep dwelling on the negativity, then the only thing we're gonna see, regardless, even if the positive is in front of us, is the negativity. Because everything starts in the mind, brethren. You understand me? And the mind control every organ, the brain control every organ in your body. You understand me? So if you keep telling yourself that that is what is happening, that is what you're gonna keep seeing.
mhm.
You understand me? So respect, man, and I like the program as usual, but every now and then we come in and give me 2 cents. Respect,
All
coach.
right, Richard, big up yourself.
Cool.
Uh, so, all right, we can continue for another few more minutes. CC at it again. CC with his if buts and maybes. The evidence shows that most of these JPL stars come to the national team and don't perform. If they are good enough, you won't stay in the JPL. Stop embarrassing yourself. Rob, not sure I understand your statement. Let me see your statement, Rob. Neo, big up yourself, Neo. Yeah, man, we are going to celebrate the birthday um with Jason. Neo Sovereign, that's not true. Jamaica have never went into a World Cup with at least 9 to 10 players born outside of Jamaica. Coach, this was the Tina Clayton button change to Brianna perfection. No, not to me. Brianna was a little bit tentative going out. So no, not in my eyes, brain. Carla, good evening. You're live on the show. Hello?
Yes, coach.
Yeah, man. Welcome. What say you?
Yeah, you hear me, coach?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to the program, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to be said and there's a lot going on in Jamaican football. But at the end of the day, speaking of local football, biggest thing I hear people talk about all the while is just money, money, money. But back in the days, you know, the green thing usually make a lot of man in the country have money and spend it on football. Western part of the country, and you know the green thing they talk about. So
no, I don't know the green thing where you talk about. What is the green thing?
They want you to roll up in their hand, man. They want you to squeeze out in their hand.
Okay.
Roll up in there. Yeah. That used to like carry Jamaican football, you know, especially Western, and you know, it's a Chin from Clarendon and Jimmy Chin. But what the people don't understand is that most of the players didn't earn no money from it. They would just love the game. Now there's a little money in it. Not big money. Better fields, coaches getting badges, but we're not seeing the players in that amount. So we have to ask, is the attitude towards the game have changed, the love towards the game have changed. But if you ask anybody who's on the panel or in the chat right now, in their parishes, most of them will tell you that they are better players in their parish. I know football is not playing right now, but even go back 3-4 years ago, there was better players in the 90s and the early 2000s than now. After 5 years ago, there were better players, individual. I don't see a dribble in the JPL. You hardly see a dribble. Is the coaches are taking out this out the game? I don't know, but there's a lot of things wrong with the football. And the main thing, we can't award a player because he's just local. Just award him a spot or a tryout, and then the team suffers. The player has to be ready up to a particular percentage star. Like if he's 70% ready, because football, you play into the country, it's like a war. So people don't like it's almost like a war. It's a country against country. You have to come fully prepared. It's not Rennie Simo's days when Rennie Simo's have you for 4 years like a club and adapt a player program and he pays you, and you have to get yourself ready for call up. When you get that call up, you have to go out there and do it. You're not gonna get 3-4 chances. You're not gonna win on our club's on our coach wing, just like in the 94 to 98. That doesn't happen again. You don't see it happen again. So it's a. I mean, I'm not even go overseas against local, but the local game for me, I've been watching it for 30 years, and it's regress. The field looks good. It's better. Jersey are, up to standard. But in terms of playing, you don't see, where's the star? Where's the quality player? You hear some names, but when you watch and you see them, they don't, make you feel like, yes, we find a player here. I hear Stephas, I hear this name, but when you watch them, it's nothing like even like a Sean Crawford. We used to watch Sean Crawford from Village. Lachty Thomas, skillful look. You don't see those type of players anymore. So is it the coach? The players are not fit enough to do the dribbling. I don't know what's going on, but the football locally, there's something missing. I don't know what to say, but it's not like before. In terms of, I don't know if it's passion, if it's a rum and boom or rum and milk or cigarette smoking or grabber. It is, or the bleaching. I don't know, but I don't see it because even when I back in the parish where I'm from and I go and watch the game, St. Anne to St. Mary, and even sometimes I go down in Kansas to watch game. I don't see the players coach. I don't see this quality and the sharpness on the players. Everybody look the same on one level. The Premier League now to me look like a division, a major league back in the days or a Super League. It's not far from the Super League. It's not hot yet, coach. The players are not hot, the coaches are not hot, they get badges. But we don't see it on the field. And we're not fighting against local play because we involve on me, I call it one at a time and said to check out for me. Where people can invest because we love the local game. And we want to see it improve.
Yeah.
But when you watch the JPL, honestly, absolutely, you're not seeing it. So where these people call in for players is that they just want to hand a spot to a player because he has potential. But when he go out and against the Caribbean neighbors, they're not beating up the Caribbean local team either. 2 years ago, I watched Barbados against Jamaica, I watched Guyana, I watched Grenada against Jamaica. They weren't dominating these teams with our local squad. Those were mostly local squad also from Grenada. Grenada is small like maybe St. Mary, if that big. So does Barbados. We're not dominating these teams. So we like to see the football come back in Jamaica strong, parish to parish. That's what we want to see, We love our country, man. We want to see that. But I don't feel comfortable enough awarding a player and awarding players from a particular club or from a particular country in Jamaica. And then now you have the East don't have a player in the state, and they're playing football too. Right now they don't, but back in you have that fight also, that mini fight in Jamaica. Only a man from Casafa, because the coaches come from here or the administration predominantly from So we need the football to get back to where further. For me, the football has regressed. The National Premier League for me has regressed. Watching it.
Okay.
And the field play. So, and we love our country. We want the players and the country to move forward. Because we have a lot of issues in Jamaica, crime and violence and all type of things. And there's no place like it. I've been to a lot of places to working on the cruise ship. There's no place like Jamaica still, none. But they have a lot of issues. We need to fix the football.
All right.
Big up to the silent. Yeah, man.
All right, cool. All right, last call. Let's see, Baller car calling in. Baller car, line free up now. All right, miss a beat. What go on, Baller car? Your life.
We are going on now, coach.
We're there,
Realize I'm late.
You're late for class.
Yeah, but we come and catch on fast.
Mm.
You see, call of them when they make talk about local player. And then something they don't love Jamaica football. Because I want to know if Karim Paris is in a local league. And both of them never in a local league. You understand what I say?
Mm.
If you go, for instance, if you go call a right midfield from with a championship, and there is, you see a baller out here where they have the same quality. Who you going to carry? You're not going to carry local based player because you had a player they overseas getting exposure already. You can't, if only reason you go carry him unless you way better than the youth sitting there. So that call here just come off he squad after he call in a Jamaica football league. So I don't know what him talk about JP. Then now what league, man?
Him say base pan where him used to there, but Balakar, you hear him say good? Him say base pan how him used to watch it when he was here and him watch it for much years.
Coach, me hear when you say and him talk about Shane Crawford and Chula. and me come from. See if it's wicked and Shane Crawford. Then me top him man. I rate them, I rate the youth them a yard. So you know where youth them to do? The youth them to go foreign. Just left Jamaica and go overseas to make money and just know the Jamaica program alone. Because I they going right now. I'm not turn up the yard man them. Alright. Last Gold Cup team. Last team I got Gold Cup final. Who got final?
But
And I look at
Balakar,
them.
shouldn't it be one Jamaica? I sound like you segregate them. You know?
So if them are segregate, we may not come defend the youth them. I defend me, they defend them.
Well, I never that me hear the caller say still, but different interpretation.
Well, me they read different. Remember, you know, man, when me say me wrong about Mikel Antonio, me apologize. And me say me wrong about Grant, and me apologize. You understand me? So, him and them a baller, but me never know say they not fit in the Jamaican system because whenever they play no ball, we then go fit in that system. You understand? But man, if we stop beat the hard ball of them because the ball of them they got broad and do good. You understand? You have to start from somewhere and go just get up jump so and just, you see me? So what them a say? King not to play neither.
Nobody knows that.
Attack, you know?
Nobody knows that.
No, but you him attack. My behave like good player in a Premier League. You see me? I like them talk them man. They defend all local based player. Whether they
Me I defend all Jamaican footballers.
Coach, you talk football good. I mean, I'm going to say not talk football good. Me talk football good. But when they come, when they call them come from the panel and they go do like them go this yard ball at them, me go on defend. Me go on defend them. Them for years after youth them man. Look how youth them a do good. You see me? We get king out of the Premier League and he play in the national team. And then can't believe the Premier League out of the youth they are playing now. You understand me as a coach? Zimmy get a little run and Zimmy look bad. You understand me as a Daniel Green look bad same way. We then go give you them a chance. Because if you go have a player where they carry for League One, they come play for Jamaica. What kind of exceptional so in a League One? Why never they a championship or in a Premier League? I fuck with it talk. I stop those guys grow the thing. You see me? Yeah man, the man if you talk facts man you cause if you go have one player in a League One, you come play for Jamaica. You want to tell me say if Yard man play better than him then he's not exceptional upon in their League One. A facts that Championship and Premier League. But we don't got League One and League Two to play for.
But once they got Premier League, it's hard for we get them in a brother.
You feel so?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that's why
Because them are going to play for England.
That's why I say championship in here, understand me? That's why I say championship in a court. No League One and no League Two.
But as Jason said now, Grant come from the lower league, so League Two. And you rate him up.
Grant did in a Premier League, in a Premier League. Carl Tina.
How long him in a Premier League?
He could have in a Premier League 3 years. He still have experience. You understand me? We don't want no League One, no League Two player, man. Go championship or Premier League then. We can't drop the standard base if we got League One, League Two. You understand me? Alright. Then I want no MLS. They must say, boy, we hear all of a program and they must say something about MLS. The MLS team is better than the League One and the League Two team by far. You understand me? I say, but we now go to championship because championship a big league. You see me? So then just need to stop. Because I'm going back yard ball of them. Whether they like me I comment or not. You know, say a ball of car that.
Alright, baller car.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man.
Me see what you say, man. Me see what you say, man.
But guess what? I know about already know. And the Spanish word for pot, you know. A pot one that, no, pot 8 that the matter, you know. And a bad word. Don't think a preacher cause bad word. That is pot 8. He's saying that hail all under 17 girls in pot 8.
So, coach, are you to cut off the program right now?
Yeah, man, at 3 hours with there now in a ball car.
I just forward off the road, man. And
You have to go rewatch it, man.
Because
Because we're going to play Catalunya on May 25.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, the Barcelona team there.
Yeah, man.
So them get the independent.
I don't know. I wonder if the match are going to lead towards it. I don't know.
Come here,
Yes.
so them get the independent. You know.
Hey, Mannings, you have to be careful, you know. The man, they think are too bad what they are, cause, you know. Mannings, that's why I clarify it quick and fast and tell them so pot 8 that to them. So all the people who know Spanish know say a Spanish you talk this.
Republic, you look attention. I not look on your dog. So you go. Coach, what forward off I saw you now.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, Balakar.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's the last call we're taking, people. Last call we're taking. So I'll close off the show here now. But Mannings man take the cake. Mannings man take the cake. Yeah, man. So yeah, people, it was a good watch. It was a good show. I appreciate everybody that came on, you know. We're hearing that Brianna Liston is not fit. She's injured. Mannings, that go on. We'll do one investigation to find out what's happening. All right, so big up yourself, people. If you're just joining and you're new, subscribe. If you're just joining and you did not hit the like button, hit that like button before you leave. Until next time, people, stay safe and peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.